Alright, welcome everyone out there. I know my background's different than what you used to, but I don't have a background for the Bonanza yet. We're rushing this one a little bit. I flew it like once. I am in no way complex rating endorsed, and I just want slightly faster aircraft based on what we're flying. The Cirrus has always been the fastest, but this Bonanza, which is a complex aircraft due to the landing gear and also that it has a controllable pitch prop, goes at about 173 knots cruising speed. So it's classic. It's the Microsoft version of the V35, and I'm already not liking it for one little thing though. See how it just kind of rocks in the wind? Like there's not much wind, but it's still rocking a lot, and we'll see that as we go in here. Also, this truck is up my butt right there. The fuel truck. Yeah, that doesn't happen in real life. But anyways, if we get in here, you can see it's still being knocked around a little bit. It's modeled pretty nice. It's just I don't like how it's like rocking in the wind already. It's a little you know, put off. I'm gonna try to not to mess up my view here, but we'll take a look at the back as well, and if it'll let me. I guess you have to go in between the seats for that. All right, let's go to the back here. It's looking pretty nice. Lots of cargo space. And can you open up this door? Oh, you can. You can open the cargo door, but then you got to get it closed again. So hopefully I can hit that switch again. Never really tested that before. Cool. Not bad. Seems to have a little pillow there. Probably extra headrest. And here's the passenger seats here. So this is what it would look like from the back here. That's pretty cool too. I never do that while I fly because then it messes up, and see, now I have to go in between seats again. Okay. So I think we're about there. It seems a little bit lower, so let me shift up. There we go. Maybe a little bit more forward. It's right about there, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Right about there. Maybe a little to the left. This is the problem you have when you look around the cockpit with the Alt and direction buttons. But we got that. You know what I did forget to do? I forgot to put Streamlabs chatbot, which never works anyways. I forgot to load that up, so let's load that up as well. Today we're gonna attempt to take the Bonanza up to Glen Falls, sorry, New York, which is right near Lake George, basically. Should take us a little over an hour as long as everything goes well. I'm not totally set on this controllable pitch prop right here, which is that blue lever that's going up and down right now. And I'm going to remove this yoke because it gets in the way of everything here. So I do have the POH though right here, which I downloaded from online here. So this is the normal procedures. This would be the pre-flight right here. And then it's going to get to starting, before starting, make sure all this is there. So we're going to go to the before starting and work it out of the POH. This is what you would do if you don't have a checklist that is viable, or if you don't have one at all, like it's got lost or something, you'd go in the POH and do this. So seats, position and lock, seat belts and harnesses fastened, parking brake is, I think, set. Now it is. That's the parking brake right there. And let me go back to that POH. All avionics are off. It should be up to the thing there. And I wish this PDF wouldn't have that stupid menu on the bottom. There's probably some way of getting rid of it, but that's okay. Let's just do this. Circuit breakers are in. That would be over here. Next page, landing gear handle down. That's also going to be another thing. Do not forget the landing gear, Eric. Flaps are up, which is over here. Cowl flaps open. That's another new thing. I do know about cowl flaps though. If you look at the front of the aircraft here, you'll see that they are open because there are these two little doors there. If I close them, now it's got the switch backwards. No! If I open them up though, it gives more heat for the engine to dissipate heat. That's what a cowl flap is. So, and then eventually we close them. We're fine. But the button got messed up a little bit, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. So again, cowl flaps are closed or open. They are open. Light switches are off. Electric elevator trim switch should probably be on the yoke, I'm thinking. Yeah, right here is off. And where's that switch? That's what I wanted. I'm gonna take this off screen for a second. Elevator trim switch. I don't think it's an actual switch, but again, I'm new to this plane, so just go easy on me, okay? Moving map, don't need that. That's the standby gyro. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat, by the way. If not, I'm just gonna figure it out myself. Here's the fuel switch, by the way. I know that. This is the trim, so I'm gonna set that to 0. 0 is up, and D is down, I believe. And I had that backwards before, so let's just double check that as well. Going to SPAD. Just control all my inputs here. Yeah, it's backwards. Let me just fix that 1 second. I just have to invert the axis. Or maybe not. Okay. Let me try it this way then. There we go, that's what it's supposed to be. Alright, set to 0, so it's normal. Alright, back to the well, fuel selector valve, check operation. I wish I didn't have to. I'm just gonna keep it off screen. Just makes it easier. You see where I'm getting this from. Okay, fuel quantity, we're gonna make sure it's working. It's a good thing to do before you take off. That goes off if you switch it off. Mostly we're just gonna need those two functions, but there we go, that's how you turn it off. It's nice that it's hard to turn off, so that way it would be hard. I want to keep it on the left because we should be full as soon as we start. Battery and alternator switches on, and we'll check the fuel now. So here we go. It is full. Yay! Alright. Non-external power starting. Starting engine, use auxiliary power unit. No. Starting. Mixture full rich. That would be down here, that red one. Okay. Okay. And avionics off, battery mass switch on. Yeah. Okay, start using normal procedures. Mixture full rich, propeller high RPM, that's all the way in. Throttle full open. Okay. Auxiliary fuel pump is on. The fuel pump switch is right here. There you go. Throttle 1/4 of an inch and off, because you only do the fuel pump till it peaks here on the what does it say? Till fuel flow peaks, what you did. So, all right, throttle's open to 1/4 of an inch. Magneto, we're gonna start. All right, here we go. Ready?
Clear prop.
Real time world weather, by the way. We want to have this about 1,000 to 1,200 RPMs. So that's good, right there. All right, do not engage for more than 30 seconds. Good. Over prime. Nope. Throttle 1,000 to 1,200. Oil pressure. Check. It's in the green. External power not needed. Alternator switch on. Check for charging. Prop amps. I don't know if that's the alternator. It probably is. Could also be on one of these. Nope. That's the autopilot right here. This is the DME, I'm thinking? Or it could be Nav1 radios, actually. Okay, we'll figure that out as we go. Indicators check. And I'm taking like that's the alternator, so that is definitely charging. Okay, starter and energized warning light. If installed, it is disengages right here. After starting and taxi, so we're going to taxi after this. I'll release the brakes, check the avionics equipment is on. I don't know if I like that language, but avionics are going on. I'm going to get my GNS 530 real sim gear up here. So I'm going to move this window to there. I'm going to resize it. That's the way to do it. Make sure it goes to the borders, then put it in the real sim gear. There you go. Alright, one other thing I got to check is see if this Streamlabs chat bot says it's live, so let's see if it works on anything. We'll have to see. So, all right. With that, COM 1, COM 2, clear over here. Like just required. We should probably have the beacon because they didn't say turn the beacon on, but it should have been turned the beacon on. So I'm gonna make. I already bought a checklist for this because that's how much I want to fly this thing. So nav beacon taxi. That's what we'll have on for now. They're all down here. I'm using my SciTech radio panel switch there, if you will, with all the switches on it. Okay, see, we'll do that before takeoff. All right, so we're ready to taxi. Check the instruments on the way out. We do have to go to VATSIM and connect, though, so let's connect the VATSIM here. And I don't remember the code for Bonanza, so we'll see what that is. You can type in Bonanza H35. There we go. Okay, connect. 489 Echo Foxtrot, like we usually are. That's our default. Boston ATIS is on there. I'm going to file my flight plan. Going direct. I'm going to climb to 8,500 to stay VFR the whole time. Oh, crap. I just disconnected. Let me do that again. Here we go. All right. See what the Hunter says. Parking brake. Yep. Okay. So parking brake's going off. It is off. Brakes are on. We still have to get the ATIS, so let's do that on COM 2 and make sure that we got all these radios going on. 135.62. That's on COM 2. And VATSIM's 122.8. So do that there. There you go. And let's switch COM 2 on. Oh, it's got one of these things. Cool.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike Automated Weather Observation 1800 Zulu.
Should be the headphone, actually. There you go. Guess not. Okay, we'll go speaker.
Yankee Mike Automated Weather Observation 1800 Zulu.
COM 1. There you go.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike Automated Weather Observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 254 at 16.
Yeah, we're going 2-4.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,800 feet, few clouds at 5,100 feet. Temperature 24C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3024.
3024.
DG
All right, we're going to switch over to guard on COM 2, and of course you know what that means if you've seen this channel before. Also,
you're on guard with KGFL. Meow.
Also in the future, when it's done, we have DigiDriver working on Plymouth for some scenery here, so I want to give a shout out to DigiDriver. No pressure, but if you get that Plymouth scenery done, we're going to try it on the Eric Flight channel here. Plymouth's where I fly out of in real life. I was going to do that today, but I'm trying to save up some flight funds again. Not that I'm very low, but I like to build it up. Unfortunately, I had to spend some money out of my flight funds I didn't expect to spend over the summer, and if you tuned me before, you probably have an idea of that. But it's not something I'm going to dwell on anymore. So anyways, that's why we're going to fly the sim today. In the Bonanza, we're going to do something new today. So, all right, let's go down to the run-up area on 2-4. It's over there. We should be go. Let's give it a radio check before we go. Let me just make sure VATSIM is working. VATSIM Unicom, November 489 Echo Foxtrot, radio check, please. No one's on for controllers, by the way, so that'd be someone in traffic. But we're good. All right, we'll check it as we go. Throttling out. This will be officially the most powerful G8 aircraft I've flown, I think, on the simulator. It was the Cirrus, but now it's going to be the Bonanza, which is, from my understanding, a classic. And it, again, cruises at 173 knots, or about that. I might have to put the brake on here and get some fan in this window here, because, man, it is hot in this room. But I will determine that when we get there. And again, no background like usual. I'm sorry. It's only because it's that new. But I will make a background for this once I get used to it more. So, all right, let's look left and right here. Clear on that side. And if you did want to fly with us, we are on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. Feel free to join on our flight here, but we are going, well, at least to me, pretty fast. We're clear on the right. I'm going to cross. Here we go. Plymouth traffic. Bonanza. 9 Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 1533 at Echo Plymouth. Because in real life, this is Echo, not Alpha. Had to think about that. I was like, Bonanza. Yeah, 9 Echo Foxtrot, yeah. I'm just used to saying Cessna or a Piper or a Warrior. Cirrus. So it's Bonanza. Alright, so there's not even a checklist I could show you, but I do have my tablet ready to go. My real-world electronic flight bag. I'll go a little fast there. just on the map, so that way we have something to back us up here. And I just have to get the right button for it. There we go. So now you know what I'm looking at on the tablet. Let's do the run up over here. Just the before takeoff checklist. If I get anything wrong on this with the controllable pitch prop, please try to correct me, because I'm trying to learn on stream, if you will, off of real world flying, because I did have a couple flights booked for the Piper Arrow. Give me a second, because my son's in the room. What's up? What's up? Oh, thank you. Love it. Thank you. But we were going to fly the Piper Arrow and get my complex endorsement going. And I don't think that's going to happen, only because my instructor has to go for some surgery. So instead, we'll do it on our own in the Bonanza. How's that? Again, it has retractable landing gear and a controllable pitch prop, which makes it a complex endorsement required aircraft. So I'll set the GPS to Great Falls. And there we go, Flight Bandit Memorial. Good. All right, let's get to the before takeoff checklist. Again, it's off screen on one of my monitors to my right here, so that's why I'm looking over here. So seatbelts and shoulder harnesses check. Parking brake is set. Should be about 1,000, not that low. So let's pick this up a little bit. Parking brake is pulled out and set. Okay. Radios check. We already did instruments check. Flight instruments check and set. I think that was part of the check before you go thing. Again, I'm using the POH, so this is a lot to look through right now. Warning light, throttle 1700. And then it's saying to exercise to obtain 300 to 400 RPM drop on the prop here. Then return to high PM. Okay, so let's see it. Down to 1300-ish. There we go. Back, just making sure it's working. Back to full. Magneto check at 1700. That should jump up to 1700. Let's go right magneto. Good, back to both. Left. Slight drop in RPM, back to both. Very good. Trim set, aileron neutral, elevator 0 degrees. That'd be over here. 3 degrees nose up if only front seats are occupied. I guess we have to go with 3. So 1, 2, 3, right about there. Alright, I think that's 3. Flaps are up. They are. Doors and windows secured. Flight controls. Free and correct. You see what I'm saying? Like, bounces out. I don't know if that's for real. But mixture full rich or as required by field elevation. We're at 150 MSL, so we're good. Brakes released and check the instruments. We're good there. Departure frequency 122.8. Good. Okay, takeoff power. Just so we get this right. We're going back to 2,000. Save some gas. Power set for takeoff power is full. Mixture is set already. Release the brakes and accelerator to recommend the speed. I do have, because I started writing my own checklist before. I was like, let me go buy my own. But I had the speeds here. I had 71 rotate. I'm going to climb at 96. And I probably should have kept that up there. So let me see if I can get it again. Because I just had the V speeds and stuff like that. Oh, boy. Bonanza checklist. Alright, let's open this with another program on the Photoshop so we can see some power here. So see, I started on it. This has nothing to do with the Bonanza yet, but I did all the speeds. So, if I zoom in on it, it'll give me my speeds. Rotate 71. I'm going to climb at 96. It's 96. Cruise flight is 107. Best angle, if we need, 77. Best glide. Glide speed is 105. So what I would say is I'm going to rotate at 71. I'm going to climb at 96. And best glide speed is 105. So if there's a problem, take full mechanical control. Otherwise, there's enough rail runway ahead of us. We will abort takeoff line directly on the runway. If we are above 850 feet, below 850 feet, there's problem mechanical control. Otherwise, we'll land directly. I have no 130 degree turns. Best glide speed is 105. If we... Here a second here. If we're above 850 feet, it's problem can't converse you. Otherwise, we'll take a turn to the right because someone's coming from our right and land downwind on a taxi grass from reverse the to us. Best class speed against 105. We rotate at 71 and we climb at 96. All right, with that, we've done the brief and we're good to go. So I'm gonna leave those speeds there off screen. Actually, I'm gonna take them off screen. This makes everything easier so you can actually see what we're doing. All right, I'm also gonna turn the tablet off this time so you know that I have that ready to go. And remember, we have gear, so we gotta remember that. All right, cowl flaps closed during the cruise. All right, so we leave those open. We track with positive rate of climb, and the landing gear, airspeed, clear of obstacles, that's the 96. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Park and brake off. I'm also alt and squawk. No, I'm not. Probably should have done that. See, that's what I get for having this there and the light is not lighting up. But that's cool. Okay, it's on alt. Okay. Double check that with VPilot here. Kind of surprised that no one's on. It's Saturday and it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But all right, we're clear on downwind, we're clear on base, we're clear on final, except for this case at 32,000 feet. And we got birds. So, a little slow there. All right, and you can see that we haven't flown this much at all, so we're good. That's the tack time. Where's the hobs in this? If they have a hobs. I guess not. Very interesting. Doesn't have to have a hobs. Alright, we're on the left. We'll check that one more time. My fuel, we're looking pretty good. So let's keep it on the left and let's announce it. Plymouth traffic. Bonanza, 9 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 24, departure to the northwest, Plymouth. Alright, so here we go. Oh, you know what I should have done? Yeah, I'll fly it by hand. I'll set the autopilot later on if I want to. Also, in real life, this taxiway goes down a little bit longer now. It goes to the end of the displaced threshold, so that needs to be updated as well. But again, DigiDriver, I'm hoping that, you know, take your time on it, but when you get it, you let me know. And maybe we won't see the ugly parts of the runway that are going through the side here either. So, all right, gotta go in the middle here. Okay, we're in the middle. We're looking pretty good. Heels on the floor. And let's go. Here we go. And I have not looked at the chat once during this whole time, so we're good. Here we go. Rotated 71. Boy, it's really, really sensitive on these wheels here. Whoa, you see what I'm saying? Whoa! Okay, we're climbing. I've got my 4-year-old's head on my arm. Hey, critical phase of flight here. Back off a little bit. Thank you. I'm gonna climb at 96. Gear up. Positive rate of climb. Where's the gear lever? Because I know I just put it up. Let's double check and verify that. Thank you. Boy, this thing rocks in the wind. So, Maddie, I can't really talk to you right now, dear, okay? I'm sorry. We are climbing. And when I get to 96, excuse me, as I got distracted at the worst moment ever. That's why there's a passenger brief if you're taking passengers. All right, we're gonna keep climbing here, high RPM. And I'm gonna climb straight out. Maddie, can you please go somewhere else? I appreciate it, but you know, thanks. And then we're gonna go to the right and go right on course here. It shouldn't take that long once we're at maximum speed. But yeah, it's a little bit more affected by the winds than what I think it should be. But again, I've never flown a Bonanza before. This thing's getting rocked. So there's the autopilot. Figure out that on the way there. Let's just keep climbing here. But we are off from Plymouth, along with Cinnamon Inc. 8010. If you're watching the stream, let us know. If not, just keep flying. Okay, adjusting the trim, letting that control the climb here. Oh, got someone else in front of me. No clue who that was. All right, I'm gonna turn right now that we're above there. Right is clear, turning right, it's still climbing. And it's about 107 cruise climb, so that should be right about there. I think it's 107. Cruise climb, 107, I was correct. Those are the things you have to get used to by flying the plane, so. That's typically part of the checkout process if you're gonna rent something. Let's also zoom out the range here. There we go. So direct track is 319er. So that's what we'll do. I would go right there. We will get back on track. All right, trim down. Just keep this thing going. Would have been nice to hear the gear retracting, but you think I would have also looked for the landing gear. Cowl flaps. We're still climbing, so we'll leave them open because the engine's going to be wicked hard. Here's the panel lights. Nice to know. Yay. Oh, is this bad? This might be bad. What is that? I have no clue. Alternate static, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see what that is. So yeah, I got some things to study still. All right, 4,500. Probably should have cleaned out the mixture, but we're doing that now. The EGT gauge is right here. That's what we're going by. We want it as hot as it could be. It's right about there. A little rich of peak. And again, we're going to 8,500. We're going to miss the class Bravo. I'll show you that. Because I don't want to have to worry about that. So if you notice, we are right there, and there's the Bravo. But from over 7,000 feet, we are good, and we're going to make it. So that is what we're doing. Couldn't open this thing, by the way. Still haven't learned how. It has a hand on it, but it's okay. Disaster offset pond, my favorite visual of all time in the real world. You see that? You can pretty much find Plymouth Harbor out there. And it is the middle of fall, as you can see from the trees. So, these are the Bijan Studio seasonal tree things there. Okay, trim down, get to 107. We are looking good. There are some clouds, but they should be below us, according to what I was reading in Sky Vector. So. Okay, crime, engine, power, mixture, cowl flaps closed, power set. We will set the power to about 2,500, I believe. Okay, I'm reading over something, sorry. What? Oh, Millhouse. Yeah, that's not on there, but I can play it for you if it doesn't play. Give it a minute or two. I want to give him one last chance. Nice to see you. It's nothing. I haven't worked on that yet because I've been trying to edit videos. So, but nice to see you, sir. I know. You got to get on it. I've been doing a lot. Had a lot with family too. So it happens. Taking the Bonanza up for once. Climbing to 8,500. We're already over class Bravo. You know, for the ceiling. So, and we're on our way. It says we should be a little bit over an hour at this current thing. So, yeah, that's all right. I'll play it for you if it doesn't play. So, nice to see you. New aircraft. Not even a background yet, but we're trying. Mine is a bit brown. What? What does that mean, if you don't mind me asking? Because I don't know, I thought it was kind of weird at first. Okay, we're going to trim down here to get to 8,500. And then we're going to kick back the manifold pressure. Well, actually, first we're going to touch the power. And then the mixture. So we typically leave the manifold pressure somewhere 20 to 25, if I remember right. And the RPMs, we want that to go on to 2,500, so good. I'm going to trim down here, get it built up in speed. 8,500. We don't lead it out now. Maximum EGT here. Right about there. Okay. Trim down. Right back. Oh, whoa, wind. Kick it back to 2,500 RPM. I do not like the flight dynamics of this. I think it's pushed around way too easy. That's just me though. And now we'll trim up. Manifold pressure still good between 20 and 25. Bonanza. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. It is low brown. I haven't touched anything yet. But it's the Microsoft version. I don't know. The flight dynamics are getting pushed around a little bit. I'm gonna close the cowl flaps right now. There we go. So you close the cowl flaps. Closed. So we are in cruise. And yeah, this thing gets pushed around a lot. If I don't know if that's real life or not, but it is. We have some clouds to contend with as we're over the Bravo here. I just have to check my altitude because we're a little high. Keep this back to 2,500 still. Manifold pressure maybe down to 20. No, we'll leave it there. No, actually we will. Yeah, we'll kick it down to 20. Keep this at 2,500 RPMs. I could be doing that totally wrong, because again, I have no clue about complex aircraft with controlled pitch props. I mean, I know what they do. You might have some clouds to contend with here. But believe it or not, we're right over Whitman Hanson, going over Brockton pretty soon. Man, it is very light on these controls, let me tell you. Very light. It's also very loud, which it could be. I mean, I have headphone emulation on. Okay, looks like we're tripped pretty good. We just gotta get over there. That is the Beechcraft Bonanza. Very nice. Boston would be off our right, and we're at 8,500, so we are above Class Bravo. No need to worry about that. Where's the rudder on this thing? That's the other thing. Oh, there it is. I guess it maybe works with the elevators. I haven't read the POH enough. I really haven't. So, there you go. You got the beacon right there. You got your nav lights there. Strobes in front more. Anything. Kind of goes inside. Heading lights there. So it's got all you need. It's just a matter of getting used to it. It does look pretty cool if you ask me. I know that they nicknamed these Doctor Killers, maybe, if I remember right. I'm not sure. That might have been the older models. The details. I guess a lot of doctors owned them back in the day, and, you know, there's reports of problems. Anyways, here's where we are. We'll try to flight map. We got trim up now. Fuel flow about 13. Good, changes out to power settings. Yeah, okay. Next thing we need to descend, so we're gonna wait until we get there. But a little over an hour until we get there, so we'll see what happens. So ground speed, 132 knots, not too shabby. I believe we're against the wind, but I'd have to see that. Where's the wind from? Yeah, a little bit. 31 knots too, so that's why it could be faster, but that's okay. An hour is not that bad to go from Plymouth to New York. Remind me to switch the fuel tanks and send out the squadron now, because we're doing good. Yeah, that's right. I hope that I did the control pitch prop good enough, because what's this button do? No, I'm kidding about this map. Okay, this is just definitely a DME. This is your autopilot. So if I want to hit autopilot, let's try that now. 8,500. What was that? What was that? Feet per minute. No, it's vertical speed. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. 8,000. No, 500. That's weird. It only does it with the mouse wheel. Alright, 8,500. Okay, autopilot would have to be on. Gauge. I'll hit the button on my yoke here, but there we go. Okay, and I want vertical speed. Not 2,000. 500. Vertical speed. That should just clock in at 8,500, right? Yep, okay, there we go. Alright, well, we got that. Heading. I'm going to set it to what it is right now. Right about there. Just tried this stuff out for the first time, don't mind me. Heading. Hey, look, I can use an autopilot. That shows right there as well. But I did order the real-world checkmate checklist for this. When we get that in here, I'll scan it in my tablet. Take a look at that. This is real. Alright, the left tank is getting low, so I'm going to switch to the right. Do I have to touch anything? I'm going to put the fuel pump on anyways, just in case. But I'm not sure if you have to have the fuel pump on. It says take off at Glen, fuel pump on. It's off right now, so on, just to make sure. Oh no, we turned it off. There we go. Just having some fun. Just having some fun. I was just kidding. I might have hit that wrong too. But gallons used, gallons. This is probably how many gallons we have, right? Gallons used. 4.5. That's not bad. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I touched the trim wheel because I'm touching that over there, so I'm not liking that either. If you touch over here, I touch the trim wheel. The autopilot will fix that. Change this to GPS. And my course should be 319-ish. Let's do direct again. In the real world, I would have to enter this back in again, just to let you know. I think it would just be there. Nope, wrong one. See, this is such a pain, isn't it? Golf. Foxtrot. What's up? Please leave. Thank you. It says my time. My time. All right. So 319 is the direct track. So let's do that now. Hopefully we'll be above those clouds. I think we should. If we do nav, it should follow the GPS. It's coupled. GPS. And you think you would see something with this or this. This doesn't say GPS on it. So, what's up with that? You'd have to all direction find, you know. Well, that doesn't seem to be working, at least from what I'm seeing. We are right around maneuvering speed. What is maneuvering speed? Maneuvering speed is 134, so yeah, I might lower it a little bit in RPMs. Let's go 2,400. Again, getting used to things here. A lot of focus and concentrating on this. Manifold pressure 20-ish. Test. Bright, dim, warning light. Okay, we don't need that, but does that actually work? Oh, it does. Cool. Alright, so that's how you test the lights there. Yes. Very good. That's what we're looking at with our autopilot on, so I don't have to worry as much on the beginning panel. It's one heck of an antenna on the top, huh? Right there. That's the Bonanza. What? Yeah, on the side. Is it the side? No, let me see. Let me go inside and see. Where's the outside air temperature? Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's pretty sweet right there. It is very nice. Outside air temperature, approximately 42 degrees Fahrenheit, which should be, let's see, 7 Celsius. That is cool. Yeah, it's very stylish. Of course, we got the yoke there, and you can switch that over for your co-pilot, which I think that'd be kind of interesting as well. This is your trim for your wing here, so left and right. Your rudder trim, I guess. But I don't know where the rudder is. I think it's built into the elevator. I could be wrong on that. Again, I'm very much a novice on this, so. It's the altitude, 46 minutes out, and we are above the clouds ish. I don't know, man, if we're 10,500. Oop. Also low here. Think about it. But it looks really nice, the model. It's just gets pushed around a lot. Could just be me. So, yeah. Could have to touch this up if I like it with Eric Flight 3. But what's this thing? I don't want to touch it. I don't know. Just a mixture of alternate air. Okay, this is static. Alternate static. Where are the cabin heat? Oh, there it is. That's what that is. The frosting. Firewall air pull off, so that's on right now. That's because if there's a fire, you want to turn it off. Parking brake, cabin heat. You know, actually, probably use some cabin heat. It's 40 degrees. And aft cabin heat, pull that on as well. Nice to know that's there. Flaps are up. Use those when we land. What is this? What's that? Oh, the rudder vaders? Yeah. So they are built into the elevators. Yeah. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to go on record saying I definitely know that. Because if I don't know it, I'm just going to tell you I don't know. So, all right, this is your ADF here. This is your autopilot. It is holding. So you have to set the vertical speed here, the altimeter here. And you arm it right there. Gauge vertical speed. All right. Not bad. I like the aircraft. It's fast.
November 2 only
up to 143 knots ground speed. And that's with a slight wind off our left. Pushing us up, of course. Oh, no one's flying the plane! Oh, wait. Yeah.
So,
Sure
with that concept.
Airplanes. Nice. We're right over 09er Mike Alpha, which used to be.
It's very interesting. I mean, yeah, I thought I was like, oh my gosh, you know, Citation Max.
But Massachusetts, we're outside Boston. We're flying over Marlborough pretty soon. This is over here. It should clear up enough for us to punch through some clouds at Lake George, or otherwise known as Glen Falls in the water. Nice aircraft though, very nice. Yeah. But this is kind of how I feel sometimes. I'll show you how I feel when I fly this aircraft right now. Just a bunch of these ponderings I have. kind of weird. And yeah. Do the visors move down? Oh, they do. Do the visors. Cool. What else is in this aircraft? Got a light right there. Very nice. Alright, so now we're on autopilot. Let's look at it from the passenger backseat standpoint. Here we go. That's right, I have to go down the middle. It's right about here, right? That would be it. Alright, and then we're looking out. Hey everyone, look, it's the sun. There's clouds. My pilot is Eric flight, and I'm okay with that. She flies pretty nice with the autopilot. Emergency exit's there. It is, I hope, locked. Pull cover, rotate handle up. Break the safety wire. Push the window out. Alright, nice to know. Probably would have to do that in the passenger brief. These lights do work in the back as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to have to make a background for this one next. So I have a feeling I'm going to fly this thing more, even though I don't like the pushing around in the wind. I don't know about that. So. I'm starting to think that any other company make a Beechcraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I do not know. Definitely have to give it Eric flight. Big job for flying too as well. So, yep. Hope you're enjoying the view there. I got an HDR on the monitor here, so honestly it looks a little bit better on my monitor. That's right. This might be picture time. Let's do a picture, shall we? There you go. Alright, don't know if anyone joined us in our flight. Cinnamon Inc. 8010, who was at Plymouth with me. He's kind of back there. Don't know what he's flying. If you're watching the stream, feel free to chat. Let us know what you're doing. If you are watching the stream. You're in a Beechcraft too, so I'm thinking maybe you are. Who knows? But we have not crashed it. I have done the controllable pitch prop in a decent manner, I believe. So fuel flow is about 12.5 gallons per hour, which I believe is about normal. But I don't know, because I'm looking at a POH and it takes forever to look at it. So might have to climb to 10,500. These clouds get a little close. I knew there would be clouds, I just didn't think they would be this close. So, we're right over the Wachusett Reservoir here in Massachusetts. Down below, there you go. See, it's kind of dammed off there. I don't know. Might leave it like this for now. We're a little close to that cloud from VFR. In real life, I go to 10,500. Now, let's do it. Let's climb to 10,500. Alright, so maximum manifold pressure, still between 20 and 25. Let's turn the autopilot off. Full power. Here we go to 10,500. Keep it climbing. See what I'm saying? Like, it's getting pushed around when I climb. So, I know they have the newer Beechcraft as a default aircraft. So I might try that too, but climbing to 10,500. Also touch this. Nope, wait. I'm doing this by hand here. And if you notice, we're tipped a little bit to the left of our direct track there, only because the wind's coming at us from here, so we're crabbing into it. So. I don't know if it moved that much. It seems very sensitive to wind on this. Alright, we'll turn the autopilot back out. Oh, now the clouds went down. But that's alright. We'll stay at 10,500. Okay, vertical speed up. Climbing about 700 feet per minute. There we go. All right, man, it's hot in here. I'm gonna leave it on autopilot. I'm gonna get a fan in the window here, so I'll be right back, man. It's burning hot up here. We're having like 70-degree weather here in the Northeast, which is not characteristic. So be right back. Gonna get a fan in the window. Alright, hopefully you don't hear a lot of wind noise from that fan. Turn auto off on the stream here. Thank you, auto. Take a look at the electronic flight bag. See where we're at in this whole flight here. So we are currently... Well, I forgot to put the heading in. There we go, heading. Nav. And, am I missing anything else? Vertical speed, altimeter. 10,500. I'm gonna arm it to 10,500. Still going. Yep. Okay, cool. But yeah, we just got out of the Wachusett Reservoir. We're gonna be near Gardner, Massachusetts, and then we're crossing the New Hampshire border. Go to Floyd Bennett Memorial. So that's it. That's where we are. It says we should be there in about 43 minutes. So, and it's 11 out of 10,500. So, that's what it looks like at least. So that's good. I like that. Go. All right, 10,500. Good on that. And, yeah. It's a nice plane. I think it rocks around in the wind a little too much. Again, I can't compare that to real life, but nice scenery on it too. Coming up at Gardner Airport over here somewhere. Be right in front of us. Airport I haven't visited yet in real life, but I did visit Orange Municipal, which is next door. It's right down the road. If you follow this road down there, Orange would be out there somewhere. Alright, well, it's a lot less hot in this room. What's up, Jay Schmitty? How's it going? By the way, I'm going to play those sounds that never sounded, so let me get Millhouse out there first. Millhouse, we'd like to welcome you to the stream. And I'm going to make it so that you can listen yourself. I'm kind of tired of these don't work, so. Here we go. Welcoming Millhouse to the stream.
Oh, I hate these flood pants. Hey, they're working. My feet are soaked, but my cuts are bone dry. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
And we'll welcome Jay Schmitty as well to the broadcast.
He's got one foot in the frying pan and one in the pressure cooker. Believe me, as a bowler, I know. But right about now, your bladder feels like an overstuffed vacuum cleaner bag, and your butt is kind of like an about to explode rock burst.
Hey, you mind? I wasn't talking to you, bowler.
Was I talking out loud? Was I? Sorry. Good luck.
Yeah. So, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for coming out, guys. I'll take a picture of that. That's pretty sweet. There you go. Don't ask for a Millhouse. It just sounded good, so I went with it. Okay, Gardner, Mass. Should be coming up. Thought it would be kind of closer to me. I guess not. No, that is it down there. Okay. So that's Gardner, Massachusetts. That's the airport down there. That is Kingpin. That is correct. That's right. I think you told me that because I asked for some ideas. But I'm gonna make it so that you put in your own little text and they don't play it. So I will let you know when that happens, and I'll send you guys the information to make it sound out to announce your arrival. So it might be because I'm using Restream now, so maybe it only connects to Twitch only, but that still doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. We're gonna make it work. All right. Well, believe it or not, we're only 34 minutes away. And we've been cruising at about 150 knot ground speed now. Thank you very much, probably because I didn't touch the power here. So let me get down to about 2,400 RPMs. Manifold pressure should be about 20. So we're going to leave that all the way up, and we're going to lean up the mixture here too as well. Whoa. Right about there. There we go. So yeah, we were going wicked fast there. Again, maneuvering speed in this is 134. So we're right around there. Could probably go a little less. Let's see what that does. I'm letting the autopilot take because we were checking out all the stuff on the panel here. This is the landing gear switch, obviously. Vent blower. Must have like a fan in there. Cigarette lighter, which is no longer in there. Now let's see. Exhaust pitot heat would be there. Prop de-ice is there. Rudder pedals, obviously. What is this thing over here? Is that an air vent? That's what I'm thinking. I think those are air vents. Maybe you turn them to pop them out. That's what I'm thinking. Also, let's check our fuel situation. The right's just about as much as the left, so let's switch it back to left, and this time I won't turn the fuel off. How's that? So let's do that now. I think I have to go forward a little bit more. Here we go. Alright, you ready? Let's get this the right way now. There we go, back on the left. Gotta get used to that. From the mouse command at least. What's that up there? I think that's the Quabbin Reservoir. Yes, it is. Very nice. And it was supposed to clear up further ahead. So if we look at Sky Vector, I'll look at this with you. So yeah, there's a moderate turbulence thing. It shouldn't be pushing me that much, I don't think. Here's Gardner, who we just left. So you see, that's all VFR here. It's broken at 8,000, so we just got to bust through the clouds. Overcast at 9, so we might want to do a descent earlier, so that way we get underneath the overcast there, which is fine. Might want to do that up ahead, actually. So we might go down to 8,500 again. That's going to be 500 feet above broken, which again is fine. Overcast at 8,500 out of Rutland. We might even go 6,500 to be honest with you. So why don't we do that? We're going to descend down to 6,500. Here we go. Vertical speed. That's not doing it, is it? Okay. I'll take the alt off, maybe that's why. Now it's 700 feet per minute. We're on the altitude. Now it's descending. Okay, we also increased the mixture just slightly. Because it's gotta need that going now. There's some problem. Touch the RPM. It's 2,100. We'll descend down to 6,500. It should be fine. I just kept it high to keep it above the Bravo, Boston, and also because 10,500 is down with the clouds. But if we go down, we should be able to break through here. Stay below the clouds. Very nice. Yes, very nice. That's Sky Vector. Very good. Like in the Bonanza. Kind of gets pushed around the wind a bunch. It's also a lot noisier, more powerful engine. So, Cinnamon Ink, you're back there. Just letting you know, checking in with you. And real world, I went to Orange Municipal, which is right over there. I flew the 152 up here from Plymouth, right north of the Quabbin Reservoir, which is why I went there, because I never saw the Quabbin Reservoir ever in my life, I think. Maybe I have, but no, I definitely have. So, they actually, again, if you're not from Massachusetts, back in the day, like 1940s maybe, they had towns here, and they had to basically get rid of the towns and fill it up. And that's one of the main, if not the main water source for the Boston area. So they think that would blow it up. They had to basically move towns out of there, and then they just dammed it off and made it a reservoir. Orange was pretty not busy when I got there, by the way. But that's where you park. And I stayed there for a couple of minutes and then went back. So the fuel's pretty cheap there, though. I'm trying to get people in now. So you see it's clearing up a little bit. It'll be up a little higher, so 6,500 is a smart move right now. Nice. Alright, we're just about into Vermont, believe it or not. I believe right before we hit that river is Vermont. And that might be the border between, actually it's New Hampshire. New Hampshire, and then Vermont's on the other side of this Connecticut River, I believe it is. So yeah, Connecticut River right there. Goes all the way down to guess where? Connecticut. What am I say? The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we'll be streaming. I'll be hosting an event with the Virtue USA Flying Club. Excuse me, I'll eat some sugar-free gummy bears. These things are lethal, by the way. I don't want to tell you why, but they are lethal. We'll be having a flight to my railroad home airport of Plymouth, seeing that that's where Thanksgiving took place. So tune in if you can, Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving, to see some flying action. These are really good, but they're bad. Yes, you know what I'm talking about, real mills. Fortunately, I can't eat sugar like other people. So, if I have the sugar-free ones, they're really good, but you know how they go, you know. They are not, I have to say this though, they are not CBD. I'm going to clear it up right now. So the FAA knows. I am not. These are just sugar-free gummy bears, that's all they are. Here's the proof. There you go. I didn't know if that's what you meant by the black licorice being bad. Yeah, so had to clear that off. They are good though. And we just crossed into New Hampshire. Just again, when we cross this river, we're in Vermont. So it's all good. Take your one peek at New Hampshire while we're here. Oh, really? Didn't know. Okay. I thought you were going on the CBD thing, which I don't ever do that because you're not allowed to as a pilot. So they don't recommend you do any of that as a pilot. So. All right, we're getting a little bit of wind here. That moderate turbulence here. We had 6,500 yet. We're up. We're at 8,000. We can let's go a little bit more. Let's go 1,000. Yeah, ate too much black licorice and died. No, that would not be it. No, these things, if they make you poop. If you eat a lot of them, you poop for a while. I'm just being honest with you. That's what it is. They put whatever sugar, sweetener stuff they put in, which is not sugar. It doesn't get digested, if you know what I mean. Then, yeah. What's up, Paul Phibbs? You are Cinnamon Ink 8010. I'm glad that you chatted. I'll keep an eye out for you back in there. I don't know what your experience is with the Bonanza, but this is like my first time really flying it. And I am not a complex endorsed pilot, so I have no clue about prop pitch in real life, but I'm trying my best to control the pitch prop. But nice to see you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Looking pretty nice up there. As we cross the Connecticut River, and we're going to head into Vermont. I don't want to get the chewing sounds in my headset, sorry. $7,600 and descending into Vermont. Alright, when I look at my electronic flight bag, again, the highest things are 3,900, 4,200, so we're all good. Pattern altitude at Bennett Memorial is about 1,350, so we'll say 1,400-ish. Be good. Dylan Hopkins, I've landed there in real life too. Let's see if we can see that. That should be off my right wing. Turn off this tablet for a second. And, no, we have to go outside the aircraft, so let's see. Dylan Hopkins. Yeah, I remember there's mountains around it. This might be it right there. Dylan Hopkins. Yeah. So I've landed there in the 152. That was a nice flight. Again, when you first start flying around mountainous areas or hillish areas, that's the thing, is that this doesn't look like much, but when you're getting in there for a landing, you really got to watch out for those hills on the side. So same thing with Laconia. My last flight to Laconia with my Fred, my hockey bud. I used to play hockey in high school. I haven't seen him in about 20 years. When I decided to go to Laconia, and he joined me for a flight. And one, the trees were beautiful up there. This was like October 13th, so it's just a little bit past the peak time, just like a day or two, maybe. And they had a hill on base, on the left base. So you had to kind of like really hug into that base, but it was really nice. So, all right, still descending to 6,500. Get below these clouds, and this is the last sugar-free gummy bear I'm going to eat because of the possible ramifications from eating these. But they are good. They taste great. And we're about 55 nautical miles out from our destination. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the return or not. We're all real old time, real old weather here, so I might not. We'll think about it when we get down to park. So, all right, 6,500-ish right there. Increases to 2,400. Again, I can't remember if I'm supposed to touch the prop first or the manifold pressure. I think the manifold pressure comes first, and then the prop. But I know it's good enough. Only around 2,100 RPM, 21 inches of mercury in the manifold here. And I think that's how you do it. But again, I was going to go for my complex endorsement rating pretty soon, and that might be delayed, but I will get it, and I'll get it in the Piper Arrow at my flight school. And then there's only one aircraft I have to get an endorsement on. That'd be the tail wheel endorsement if I want to. They have a Citabria, which is a nice plane. Let me show you this. It's at my flight school. So the bonus about not buying a plane is that you can rent all these different planes. And again, I rented out of Alpha 1 flight out of Plymouth. So they have two 152s, they have three 172s, they have two Piper Warriors, and they have a Piper Archer. So I can fly all those right now. Here's what I want to get for the complex endorsement Piper Arrow. And it looks like that. See, it has the controlled pitch prop, and that's why it has a retractable landing gear. So that's why you need the complex endorsement. This is what you get trained. You can also see that it costs more. But that's what I hope to get next, other than me working on my instrument right now. I can't do multi-engine yet. That's the Piper Seneca that they actually leased that from a local dental person or something like that. This is what I've been doing, seeing that my instructor's having some medical issues. We've been flying the simulator and doing my instrument and that. That's a glorified version of Logitech's, no, not Logitech's, Lockheed Martin's Prepared, believe it or not, without like all the add-on scenery and stuff. But it's a pretty nice setup. It definitely works. And here's the only other aircraft I could go for after I do the Piper Arrow, and that's to get my tail wheel endorsement in the Citabria, which happens to be my flight instructor's favorite aircraft. As I asked him, I was like, which one is your favorite to fly at the flight school? He said the Citabria was it. And they just, about a couple of years ago, put the skin back on that and everything, so they reconditioned the whole thing. And it's a nice aircraft, you know. It has the yoke thing there, but again, it's a tail wheel, so therefore you need to get that endorsement to fly it. So I might think about that. What I really want to do is get my complex endorsement here, keep doing the instrument, and then I honestly want to get to a Cirrus if I can. That's going to be a couple of years, but those are my next plans. So we'll see what happens with that. But you see that the hills are upon us here in Vermont. We should have some wind turbines coming off our left. We also have the ski slopes here. Vermont and New Hampshire both known for skiing. Massachusetts too, in a little ways. Not as much as Vermont and New Hampshire. You can see why people would fly up here, because they want to see the foliage of reds and yellows and stuff. That would be for real though. That's kind of what it looks like, except it's really, really bright at the peak time. So, all right, I'll check out Cinnamon Ink and see where he is. Following right behind me there, very nice. See the flashing beacon as we both fly the Beechcraft Bonanza. Bonanza. Yeah, I sang that. You know what though? That just gave me an idea for another special screen, kind of like the Eric Flight Squadron, but you know, it's kind of like the Hula Girl, you know? We'll make one for the Bonanza, that's all. That has nothing to do with the Bonanza, but make one that has like the Bonanza effect on it. So that's two ideas I gotta make. I gotta find time for it, maybe during winter vacation. See what happens. But that's for my series of Hawaiian flights. So thank you to the Hula Girl for making the presence felt, even though we're in Vermont. All right, gonna have to make a cockpit picture here. So what we'll do is we'll zoom this out, and I'll take a screenshot of that. Not now, but later on I'll stream. Take a screenshot. I'll probably have to go out even more, and then I superimpose that after I Photoshop the windows out, and I put like real-looking weather there. And that's how I make the backgrounds that I usually have, other than this one. So this is when I worked out how to get neon lights in Photoshop, and then I put a nice background on. So that looks pretty sweet, right? It's pretty good still. So lots of ideas, not a lot of time to do. So, all right. I don't know what ski area that is, but it is on the sectional, as you can see right there. I'm trying to flight pad, but right above Deerfield Valley Regional. Should be right there. It's been a pretty nice flight so far. Bonanza. Bonanza. I had to do it. Alright, we're going to go to the right tank. Seeing that the left tank is now about there. Level off here. This thing burns through a lot of fuel. It looks like, kind of. I mean, well, maybe not. Does get you that fast. We're about 16 minutes out from the Lake George area. We've got that much more to go. And Floyd Bennett Memorial Airport there, Class E. Oh, 4-year-old on board again. What's up? No, you cannot, because I'm streaming and flying, so I would not like you on my lap right now, because then you're going to take over the controls and make us crash. I can't let you fly right now, dear. I'm sorry. I know that you'd be very careful, but I can't because it's me who's going to fly right now. But you'll tell you what, a little bit later I'll let you fly. Just not right now, okay? Okay, all right. See ya. What? Oh, okay. All right, see ya. She said bye-bye, stream. Just let you all know. She cares. All right, nice hills, and I don't know, I'd call them hills, not mountains. Here in Vermont. Let's take an outside look here. Turn off the tab. Let's see if we better look here. But yeah, look at those trees. That's what New England's famous for in fall. However, it's past peak season, so I don't know if they'd be that bright. I think they would actually, if you ask me. That's what we're famous for up here. As we are passing the Somerset Reservoir right here. Believe it or not, we're right on the corner of a military operation area. So, again, that's some place that we check into before we fly this. Pretty soon, we're going to have to slow down here, and that'll be after we get past these hills. It's going to get a little flatter. We'll descend down to our pattern altitude of 1300, and it's a non-towered airport. So, therefore, we are going to just do everything on VATSIM Unicom. I haven't heard anyone on VATSIM Unicom for a while. Okay, we're going to review our speeds here. 134, we're above that, but that's okay. It's landing gear, max landing gear extendable speed 154. So anything 154 below you can extend landing gear. Crosswind 17, approach speed 70. If it's an emergency, you can do 83, but 70, that's really slow, by the way, this thing. You see that stall speeds right there. What is stall speed? I think 55. So yeah. And we have 2 sets of flaps. So when we approach, we're gonna do that. We should probably get some weather too as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my sectional here. ASO says 119.925.
Kilo Golf Foxtrot Lima automated weather observation 1900 Zulu. Wind 198 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky condition.
So we got to land runway 19er.
2.10 C, altimeter 3009er.
And it looks like it's all left pattern, so we'll take a look at our chart supplement here.
Automated weather observation 1900 Zulu. Wind 198 at 14.
Yep, it's left pattern.
Visibility 10.
So we're coming in at like a 45 right now, so what we'll do is we'll do a 45, left downwind, runway 19er, and land that thing. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, back to guard. You know what that means. You know what that means. No one was here for the first one, so I gotta subject you to the second.
You're on guard with KGFL.
Gotta take it off autopilot. Let's get past these hills. Yeah. And we'll fly it down to about 1,400 feet. Left downwind, runway 19er. That is correct, Paul. And you're doing fine. Just get through these hills. I wouldn't start my descent until after I get over the hills. So, liver lips. Says 172 out there at 54 feet. That's way beyond you, I think, right? Yeah. So, liver lips. Woo! Beautiful day here. A little pushy on the wind here. I got this. See this at the curtain in my window with that fan flopping around. Virtual green screen picks it up if I touch it. Yeah, nice colors. Very nice. Should be Google Maps. Yes, it is, because I turned it on. So that's good. Because last stream I forgot to turn it on. Big imagery in California where I was flying was actually looking pretty good. So looks like they updated it. And just about to start our descent. Once I get through these hills over here. And we are 27 nautical miles out. We'll start calling about 15 or so on VATSIM, which is Online Air Traffic Control, to call out a position. Let me look over the POH. And again, I had this. This is what I'm going by today, because I don't have a checklist, but I went and bought the Checkmate official real-world checklist. So we're on descent. Altimeter we set. Cowl flaps are closed. They are. Power is required. Put one idle settings and most clear. Yep, that makes sense. The only thing I enrich as required is descent. So I'm going to set to like 2100 RPMs. I'm going to watch the manifold pressure. then we're gonna try to descend probably about 500 to 700 feet per minute. So see what happens. But all right, I'm gonna take it off autopilot now, which it is. I have the plane. Auto is done. I'm gonna trim down a little bit. Let's keep this back to 2100 RPM. Watch the manifold and trim down about 500 feet per minute. Excuse me. That's the descent, so let's let Ellison call the descent at least.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we
Trim
start
down.
our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Just keep it going. We should see the airport. We should see Lake George out there sometime. Maybe. I think it's over there. The airport should be right south of that, so see what's going on there. Trimming down still. Up. A little too much. Mix the mixture a little bit. There we go. Wow, look at that red trees there. That's really nice. Cinnamonique taking the lead there. He got right down there. Nice job. Very nice. I keep trimming, but it keeps kicking back, so I'll be right there now. Back a little bit more because we're getting really pitchy there. All right, we are 18 nautical miles out. Before landing, when did we land again? Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Now again, I've never done landing gear real world yet. So I'm going to go with my old instincts of my virtual airline days back in the early 2000s. Actually, late 90s, early 2000s maybe. 2001's about where I stopped to perform real world rock band endeavors. But we'll see what we can do here at 3,800. Gotta get this thing down. Looking pretty good. Getting used to the advanced speed here, and we are underneath the cloud layer there. This Lake George. We're only on the 45, so that's not a problem. That's set up nicely. Okay, let me look at the tablet one last time. So basically doing a 45. And again, approach speed to land is 70, which is really low, but the flaps and the gear will get us right down there. Flap extension speed. Full down flaps is 123, approach is 154. So with the landing gear and the approach flaps, probably on downwind, and then we will do final set of flaps and get that thing down to 70. Probably somewhere on base, late base, or even final. So I'm climbing again. Gotta get down to 1400. We're very high. We're very high. Alright, so let's extend that down. it on to 1700. Ish. Gonna start calling out, so here we go. Floyd Bennett traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, we're 12 miles to the southeast, entering in on a left downwind 45 from 119, full stop, Floyd Bennett. That seems to be the airport right there, I think. That'd be runway 30, so we want to come in kind of like that. Runway 19 is this one right here. Okay, we're getting some good descent now. So maybe 1,000 feet per minute's the way to go in this thing that has a lot of speed. That's what I'm thinking now. So we're very high, and we have 9 nautical miles to the airport. So we're losing it now, so this is good. Allergies once again. Guess what? My first test flight of this, I forgot the landing gear. I don't touch landing gear in real life. Alright, before landing, seat belts and shoulder harnesses fastened. Seat back upright, fuel selector. Tank more nearly full. So that'd be the right one. Yeah, the right one. So let's go back to the... We are on the right, so we'll leave it there actually. Okay, it's pushing me to the right a little bit, so let's angle that way. Cowl flaps as required. We'll open them up. Let's make sure they're open. They are. Okay. Mixture full rich when we get there. Or as required by fill elevation. The elevation is 228, so we're full rich. Okay. Gotta get down there more. Let's go. Okay. Landing gear down and check under 154. We're not quite. Actually, yeah, we are. So let's put landing gear down. Oh, not yet. Do it on downwind. I do have to get this down. Oh, yeah, let's go 15. There we go. Propel will be high RPM as we get down there. Now we're at 3,000 falling. So this is good. Looking a lot better now. Okay, Floyd Bennett traffic. Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, 3 miles out, 45. Left downwind runway 19 full stop, Plymouth. All right, man. Check. Take it easy, and thank you for tuning in again. Always appreciate it. We're very high over here. That's all right. We'll get down to 14. And I'm going to start, seeing that we're going fast, we're going to start turning down now. Even though we're high. I would have liked to be at 1400 right now, but that's okay. Could have done a slip to get down there, but it's alright. Look at Cinnamon Ink there. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Okay, Floyd Bennett traffic. Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot left downwind, runway 19 full stop. Floyd Bennett. Okay, full. We're gonna put gear down. Also put the first set of flaps in so that we'll probably beam the numbers. We're good. Angle down. Whoa. Here we go. We have successfully slowed it down. How are we looking? Looking pretty good. Okay, we'll turn base. We will slow down. My prop's all the way up, so we're looking good. Okay, turning a left base, looking clear. Turn base. See what I'm saying? It's getting rocked around in the wind. It's runway 19er. Oop. Hello. Come on, turn this thing around. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, right. Left base. Where's the airport? There it is. Looking good. Okay. I'm going to drop that thing in flaps again. Full flaps. We should come in around 70. So turn final. Little left rudder there. Floyd Bennett traffic. Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot final, runway 19er. Floyd Bennett. Trim this up a little bit and slow it down. There we go. Looking really good. We're high, but that's better than being low. I'd rather be high than low at any point in my life. No, that wasn't a pun. Alright. So park and we'll determine whether we want to go back or not to Plymouth. We'll see. Let's worry about the landing. I'm very fast here, so use the throttle here. Gears down, undercarriage, mixture prop, flaps, switches. We're good. Okay. Feels like I got a wind from my left here. Maybe not. It's supposed to be 70. Right around 70. Okay. Throttle's out. That was a little rough. We'll take it.
I think you can do better than that.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Sorry, it's my first time. I thought I turned you off. It's alright. Alright, so, flaps up. We're good. Throttle set to neutral. Set to neutral. We're going to turn left onto Bravo. Go park this thing. Strobes can go off at this time, so we don't blind anybody. Hey, we're getting used to it, right? Now, if we fly back, I think we're going to have a tailwind, so that means that we will, be a little faster. So I'll think about it. We'll see what it says in Sky Vector. Floyd Bennett traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot clear for 19er. Floyd Bennett. Okay, we'll take a right here, and then we're going to go right to the FBO, which is right where Cinnamon 8010 is going. This is default, I believe, on the airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's getting rather cloudy around here too. So I don't know. Think about it. We're gonna look at Sky Vector and plan it all out the best we can without actually doing what I do in the road, which is over planning. But you know, nice job. All right, let me get the after landing taxi light flaps up. Taxi lights. I want the taxi lights on though. Trim set the 0 call, flaps are already open, so we're good on that one. Okay, and I got the shutdown checklist over here too as well. Alright. Let's turn to the left here. Give you a little room over there. Alright, we're gonna keep it at 1,000. Alright, brakes are set. Electrical and radio equipment off, so turn off the avionics. Turn off landing, taxi, nav. We're gonna leave the beacon on because we have the engine still on. Throttle will be closed. It is mixture to idle. And Did about an hour there. It's not bad. Still spinning. Still spinning. Mags off. Master off. Alright, control lock installed. And wheel chocks, but I just put the parking brake on. That shouldn't be spinning. Or maybe it should. Is it ever going to stop? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. Maybe it does that in real life. I don't know. Seem to have done that with you, too. But alright, let's look at Skyvector and see what it would take to go back to Plymouth from here. So, here we go. This will account for winds and everything, headwinds, tailwinds, etc., etc. So let's do 51 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we're going to do it. Let's do it. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It seems like it's a little delicate in the winds. Like, when I first started the stream at Plymouth, it seemed to be rocking in the wind. And I know it should rock a little bit, especially without, like... See that? Look. See how it's, like, moving around a little bit? Like, yeah, it should move around a little bit, but no, I don't think that much. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll, call it even there. But, oh, weather just changed, too. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to use this POH again. And we're going to fly this back to Plymouth so I can get more used to it. Again, I download the POH off online, and this would be the outside inspection, pre-flight, if you will. And that says to start up here. So I'm gonna do this from the before starting. I'm gonna keep this off screen, and we're gonna start this thing back up. But let's take the drone out here too for a little view around the Lake George area here in the United States here. So I'll get rid of the drone follow because that crashes it sometimes. And if it does crash at all, we'll just start from Kilo Golf Foxtrot Lima. But if we go north of the airport here, first off, this is the airport. I'm probably gonna fly here someday. I need enough money to do that. But there's Lake George, and Lake George is known as more of a summertime place to visit. It's the place where they have Fort William McHenry, which is from the Revolutionary War times and the French and Indian War, as portrayed in the movie Last of the Mohicans. But it's out here, so that's why a lot of people go into this airport. In the fall, it'd probably be to see the foliage and stuff. Let's get this thing going here. I don't know if you're going to see the fort or not, but we'll see. But it's right here at the tip of Lake George. Oh, no! I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, let's speed this up again. You can hear the flight. Those sound effects by FS Realistic. They updated it, so now they have outside environment sounds. So that was pretty cool. Look at those trees. The Lake George is over here, right at the tip. And if you follow the Lake George, all the way on the other end is Fort Ticonderoga, which is another place I want to go for the Star Trek experience. Ticonderoga, New York. See, they have like water park there. That's because, again, it's like a summertime thing. You come here. See, the fort would be right here. See that little palisade type looking thing? It would look better in real life, obviously, but that is Fort William McHenry, and I believe they restored that. But they have some like graves of Revolutionary War soldiers somewhere here. I haven't gone since I was a kid, so. But again, if you went down this river, on the other side of it again is Fort Ticonderoga. I'll see if I can get there. Actually, I hope it doesn't crash. I don't think it will. This is Lake George. But even this has a fort. It started out with the French, Fort Ticonderoga. It's right over here. And they have a place called the Star Trek Experience. William Shatner, Captain Kirk himself, is going to be here in about a week or two. So I wanted to see if I could go to that, but unfortunately I can't with school and stuff, being a teacher. Fort Ticonderoga is right here. That's the fort, and it didn't load the buildings yet because it would show up there. And then the airport's right here, and it's basically where we're going to stop on my Star Trek inspired flights. So that's going to be our first destination. But again, Lake George right here, all the way down to where we are, which is going to go back to right now. At Floyd Bennett Memorial Airport. We're going to do our flight back here, so we're going to flip this. Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. Alright, flight plan's there. 153 nautical miles in an hour is not that bad. So that's all good. Alright, so before starting, let's do this. Get out of drone mode. There you go. Get back in the aircraft. Here we go. Okay. Seat position and lock. Seat back and upright. Seat belts and harness is good. Parking brake is set. All avionics are off. And sorry, I'm looking at this. Only the second time I'm using this. Magneto start switches. Oh, that's the wrong one. See, I went up. Okay. Circuit breakers are in. We check all these right there. Landing gear handle is down. It is. Flaps are up. They are. Cowl flaps are open. I believe they are. Yes, they are. Where's the button for cowl flaps? That's what I want to know. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So if you pull it out, it's open. My switch is backwards though, so let me see if I can fix that. Oh, it's bad. Pro switch panel. It's 100 to 0. Swap. I'll just leave it for now. It's fine. It's just in reverse of what it is. And there is a way of doing that, but I'm not going to mess around with it too much right now. Alright, good. Light switches are off. They are, except for beacon, because I've got to turn that off. Elevator trim switch is off. And that would be this thing right here. So there'd be some type of switch there. Fuel selector valve. Should we refuel or not? I don't know yet, but it should be check operation, then tank. You gotta turn the battery and alternator switches on. So yeah, let's refuel. Okay, so I turn that off. Get 100% fuel. We burned 36, so we'd have enough, but I always leave it full if I can, even in real life. Battery alternator switches on. I already did. Now we're gonna check the quantity again, and you check that in your pre-flight too. So fuel quantity indicators check quantity. We're good. We'll leave it on the right for now because we just filled. Okay, and you shouldn't take off if the gauges indicate the yellow arc. So you have to make sure you at least have that much. Less than 13 gallons in each tank. Alright. Just caution things. Alright, starting engine. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Alternator avionics equipment off, battery switch on. I'm going to switch everything on here. Start normal procedures, mixture full rich. Which it is. Throttle slight. Right. Propeller high PM. Throttle full open. Ooh. Okay, auxiliary fuel pump on till the fuel flow peaks, then off. And off. Okay. Throttle 1/4 of an inch. Okay, magneto start switch. We're gonna start. Here we go. And beacon's going on. See, they didn't put beacon, but you want the beacon on to show that you want to turn on the engine. So here we go.
Clear prop.
Probably should have. I am gonna move this back a little bit. I would have taxied it back here if it was that close. Alright, we're good. But I just taxied it there first. Alright, throttle 1/4 of an inch magneto. Gonna be at 1,000 RPMs. 1,000 to 1,200. Okay. Oil pressure is checked. It's in the green. Should probably put some lights on. Let's see if I can get these lights to go on. Floodlights. That is the floodlight. Okay. What's this? I didn't quite get that. There's got to be an instrument panel lights. No panel lights on. What does this say? So that's for the subfloor? Sub lights? That's for the floodlights. Yeah, I don't quite understand everything like that, but this should be the instrument panel. That's the radio and engine. So those should already be on, which they kind of are. Okay. Good. Alternator switch is on. Check for discharging. Doing good. We got amps. I think that's the amps. This is the vacuum. Unless I can see an amp gauge somewhere else. That's the flap indicator. No, I know. What's the vent blower? Can't flip it, so that's fine. Alright. Anyways. So to energize warning light is off. You can test these lights by the way, make sure they work. It was working before, but now it's the, oh, you know why? Oh, the warning light. There we go. So that will test the landing gear warning. But the test of the lights should be working. That dimmed, so that's fine. Alright. After starting taxi, brakes release and check, avionics on. I'm going to do avionics on now. Thank you. We have alt and squawking on 1200. Got to change my V pilot flight plan here, so let's do that. Swap. We're going to go at, let's say 5,500, because those clouds are pretty low. It should take us about an hour, 173 knots. Save. I like to save these so I have them. File flight plan. Okay, Boston Center is on, so I don't know. We might use it, we might not. We'll definitely have to use it if we go into Bravo. So, I am taking out more fuel. Yep, sorry, I'm going to get back to you. That was 4 minutes ago. So, I always leave it full if I can, because that burned off a lot, if you ask me. So, we'd probably be down to 33%. We got back there. Maybe a little bit more. Sorry. Lights as required. Let's turn the nav lights on. The taxi lights on. Okay. So, with that, let's get some weather here. 119.925.
Kilo Golf Foxtrot Lima, automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 21 at 11. Visibility
It's the
10.
19er.
Sky condition, few clouds at
How much
4,900 feet. Temperature 22C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3008.
3008.
Kilo Golf Foxtrot Lima,
Very good,
automated
sorry.
weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 213
Talking too much.
at 11.
Okay,
Visibility
we're gonna switch back to guard. I won't do that thing again. We're on VATSIM, so we'll check and see if we got the radio here. So we go VATSIM traffic, November 489 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. I guess not. We can check with Boston really fast. We're not gonna do flight following though. We're gonna do it if we have to go into the Bravo though, obviously.
Level 178 Tiger Contact
That's
Hampton Tower,
Boston Center.
118.5.
Boston Center, November 489 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please.
118.5.
I cut him off. It'd be Albany approach in real life. Boston Center, November 489 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. Or I'm too far out for him to hear me. That could also be it. That's alright. Alright, go back to Unicom. We'll be fine. We're going to take runway 19er. Let me show you what that is on this thing. Electronic flight bag. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at, the airport diagram. Looking at the map here, that's where we're going to go from Great Falls all the way back to Plymouth, my hometown, real world departure airport where I rent. And we should be good. Excuse me, I'm yawning a lot. Alright, let's go taxi out there. We'll do the run up out there and we'll be good. So, leave that out there for you. We're going to taxi via Alpha to runway 19er. So, here we go. Floyd Bennett traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, taxi runway 19er via Alpha. Floyd Bennett. Park and brake off. That might help. Okay. Here we go. Down Alpha all the way to 19er. probably point this to Plymouth. That might help too. Yeah, I'm using my real sim gear, GNS 530. It's actually a nice thing to have. And I bought it used on eBay. So that was even better, because I like to get things at a good price. Alright, we'll do the run up over here. So I'm going to turn slightly into the wind here. Okay, before takeoff checklist, seatbelt, soul harnesses checked, parking brake will be set. Parking brake is set. Radios we already checked. Engine instruments check. Everything's looking good. Nothing's really looking out of the ordinary, so we're good. Flight instruments check and set. Turn coordinator is in the middle. We're doing fine there. Heading indicator is doing fine. Should be about. Oh wait, it just shifted on that compass heading there. We're good. That's just because it's moving around. That again, when it happened in real life, it might bounce a little bit, but we'll be good. Front speed looks good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Airspeed looks good. All right, check and set. Installer energize. Warning light. Install. Check. Check. And now they all work because I have the plane going, I guess. All right, throttle 1700. $1,700 right there. Okay, propeller exercise to obtain 300 to 400 RPM drops. We're looking for 1,400 just to make sure that the prop's working. Right there, it looks good. Back to full. All right, magnetos check at 1,700. We're gonna go right magneto. Back to both. Left. We're looking for that little drop here, back to both. Okay, trim set to neutral is elevator, good. Flaps are up, they are. Doors and windows are secure. Flight controls, free and correct, they are. Let's set this to 5,500, so that way we have autopilot if we want it. Mixture full rich, it is. We're at 350, so that's fine. Brakes release, instruments check. Make sure that you got everything going there. All right, if there's a problem, take full control. Otherwise, there's enough available runway ahead of us. We will abort, take off, and land directly on the runway. If we are under, let's say, 1,100 feet, this problem, actually no, 1,000 feet, this problem can't come with you. Otherwise, we'll land directly ahead than 130 degree turns. Best glide speed in this is, is 105. If we're above 1,000 feet, this problem can't come with you. Otherwise, we will take a turn to, let's see, the right and land down and taxiway the grass wherever is available to us. Best glide speed in this again is 105. We're going to rotate at 71. We're going to climb at 96 because that's all the speeds that I wrote down right here. Everyone got that? There'll be a quiz later on. Okay. We can turn off the tablet now. And let's look for traffic and then we're out of here. So it'll be off my right here. So no one on base, no one on downwind, no one final, no one crosswind. Let's call it Floyd Bennett traffic. Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 19er, departure to the southeast. Floyd Bennett. Full. Looking good. All right. Gear up when we can. Flaps are only if we need it for a short field. All right, so here we go. Ready? Full throttle. Here we go. Rotated 71. See, this moves around an awful lot. And rotates. Okay. Positive rate, gear up. And it is up. Climbing at 96. It's rocking on around an awful lot though. Let me know if anyone is out there is a real Bonanza pilot. If if it rocks around this much, typically, even on a slightly turbulent day. It seems like it's a lot. Okay, we're going to climb to about 1400 and then we're going to turn left on course. Take off, climb, we're good. I'm going to trim up so I have to keep pulling this back here. We're on 96. Again, cruising climb is 107, so we'll do that a little later. Let's get up there first. And that is a lot of wind. So I'm going to turn that down on the effects here. So should be about, I'll save there. And I'll save those settings later. Another thing I'm setting up here. Alright, we're looking really good. Clear on our left. Let's start our left turn on course here. And direct track is 137, so probably should have put that in there before. And I'm probably going wrong with the heading bug, but that's okay. Okay, should be about 107 on the cruise. Did I file my flight plan? I can't remember. I'll do that after if I have to. Good. And now this. Set up the GPS. Alright, 5,500 it is. Double check and see if I did file my flight plan at 2022 Zulu, so that was at 4:22, so that was 11 minutes ago. Good. Alrighty then. Well, we're looking mighty good. And getting there. Captain Ron 64 there, but we have Simon Inc. 8010 joining us for the turn. This might get a little dark on the way back because it is 4:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I think we turn the clocks back tomorrow though. I don't know what that is. It looks like an airport, but it's not. Drag race. That's a heck of an antenna. I'm going to say goodbye to the Lake George area as we depart Floyd Bennett Memorial. I'll take it to the right here to stay on course a little bit. Right about there. We'll keep climbing. Maximum RPM. Depends on the serial number, but I'm going to go full throttle 2700, which it is. So we're going to do that. Engine temperatures monitor, power will be set, and we'll also set the mixture. We already had 5,000, so let's get maximum EGT here, exhaust gas temperature. Getting out that mixture. Right about there. We are on course. It says an hour 13, but we're also climbing, so once we get to cruise, we should be pretty good. We'll see what things are doing at 5,500. Sky Vector is saying that everything's VFR on the way back. It's just clear. Few at 4,100, so we're going to be above that. Broken at 8,000. Scatter 5,000. That was out of North Adams, Massachusetts. Almost went there the other day. Almost flew there. But we'll trim down slightly. Get to 107. Climb at cruise speed. The cowl flaps are still open. We'll close them over. Cruise. We shall be good. Right about there. That's climb and cruise. You're just trimming out for that. Actually, I went 5,500. I'm not thinking. It's because I'm not being smart. Alright. I'm going to lower the RPMs here. 2,400-ish. Full pressure down to about 21. Should be good. Now I gotta trim it down because I was an idiot. And I have to get down to 5,500. This thing looked like it came alive with the GPS now, so that's cool. Alright. I'm gonna try flying it manually for a little bit here. Have some fun with it. Trimming down. Should be good. This is going to be a nice, interesting flight back. This is my second time really flying Bonanza. And that's the second time for today, too. So, if you have any tips, if you're a real Bonanza pilot, you let me know, because I'm not. I am not even complex endorsed. But now it's saying it's going to take us about 53 minutes. Again, it's going to pick up because of that. Trimming down. You gotta watch that speed because I'm keeping the RPMs high. Whoop. Here now. The RPM's down here, so get down to 5,500. Climb it now. Don't climb. Don't climb. Oh my god. This is why you get checked out in the aircraft, by the way. Stop climbing. I'm going to use the thumb trim instead of the thumb now, which it does have, if you notice, right here. Go 2,400 RPM. Maybe not, maybe like 2,350. Lock there for the manifold pressure. Control is very responsive. So I get pretty good here. Okay, we're almost there. Trim's very responsive too. Yeah, because 134's maneuvering speed, so that's why we're going to leave it there. I have flown the Provincetown, yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I've done it twice. So one time I actually took the e-bike and I took it in the back of a 152. I kind of fit it in there somehow. But yeah, Provincetown is a really nice airport. A lot of gust out there usually though, so you have to kind of really plan it out in case it's a rough day. I'm going to have my first Baby Ruth candy bar now, seeing how I'm somewhat trimmed. But yeah, I recommend Provincetown if you're in the Boston area for a flight. So I flew direct. I didn't follow the Cape because I wanted to save money on the rental, but the safest way is to follow the Cape. I went high though. I went at like a good 2,900 feet just to have a little bit of time. But yeah, I went right over Plymouth Harbor. Cape Cod Bay, whatever that is, but Plymouth Harbor. You'll notice I'm doing a little crabbing that way on the front of the aircraft because the wind here is 37 knots pushing us. But it's pushing the aircraft that way, so I have to put the nose of the aircraft into the wind to keep it straight. And that's probably why we're having a lot of bumpiness here. It has quite the wind. It's also making it hard to trim. But we are on our way back to Plymouth, Massachusetts from Glen Falls, New York. And my 4-year-old is crawling like a dog on the floor of my office. But yeah, if you want to do that, it's a really nice one. It's a right pattern on 2.5, by the way, so be careful on that. They want you to stay over the ocean when you're going to land. So, okay, 4-year-old on board. What's up? Okay, no, I still want you out of here. I'm not done yet, okay? I got like another hour. Give me like another hour. I can do this. You can watch. I just don't want you touching stuff. If you follow the Cape, though, it's very scenic. I'll give you that, too. Like, if it's my own plane and I was just going for fun and didn't have to worry about paying by the time that I fly, I would probably follow the Cape to have some scenery. So, I also like going to Martha's Vineyard. It's a quick flight over. And taking the e-bike there because they have tons of bike trails on Martha's Vineyard. And you can just, like, navigate the whole island with a bike. So, I do that every summer now. It's like a flight I will always do because it's cheap. Well, cheaper than other flights. And you can do everything on the island there with a bike. So, alright, last candy bar of the day. Someone's got to get rid of this Halloween candy, right? Even though it's supposed to have sugar. It's all good. Okay. Trimmed out, okay. We are just about to go over those mountains again. Let me show you. A sectional. We're right near East Arlington, Vermont. So we are in Vermont now. I just don't want to get the chewing in the microphone, sorry. I just found the avionics master switch right here, so that's cool, even though I use my Recitec panel here. And yeah, should be there in about 48 minutes or so to Plymouth. Very nice. But again, we're just going right back where we went over. We're going to cross the Connecticut River there on the border of Vermont, New Hampshire. Then we're going to be in Massachusetts. We're going to go right over Gardner again, and we'll have to worry about this with Class Bravo, which I'll do as I get closer. Then we'll go from there. It's very delicate on the elevator here and stuff because the trim won't hold. I know it's a little bumpy, but man, maybe you just gotta get used to it. I don't know. But we'll check out the Real World Checkmate checklist when I get in. I ordered it for this plane, and I ordered it for the Arrow too because that's what I want to get my complex endorsement in. And I also ordered it's the 170B because I want to have that for when I fly the 170 on the Sim. I haven't done that in a while, so that's also a tail wheel, by the way. So. Again, the benefits of renting is that you get to rent all these different aircraft. The deficit is it might cost a little bit more than owning your own if you fly a lot. But I don't fly as much as I think you should to own a plane, so. Alright, and the iced tea moment. This iced tea moment brought to you by Eric's Thirsty. Eric's thirsty, therefore he's got to drink some iced tea. See what I'm saying? Like, I know it's windy, but the trim should hold a little bit better than that. Yeah. Okay. Come on, hold the trim already, would ya? Oh. We'll take a look outside in a second, everybody. Ground speed is 155 knots, and it should be a little bit more because we have a little bit more of a tailwind on the way back. Nice. Are you using Microsoft Flight Simulator weather, or are you, it also depends on the power setting. I'm at 2350 because I want to keep this within like maneuvering speed because it is a little bumpy. So that's what we do in the real world. We check out the maneuvering speed, which is 134. So I'm over by like, but we want to be around there in case there's an upward wind. Don't make it so the plane doesn't get overstressed. So, but yeah, I'm picking it up now, 159. It also depends on what level you're at, you know. So. And maneuvering speed, I think it goes up when you have more weight, so. Gonna switch our fuel tanks to the left here. So our right one's burning down a little bit here, so there you go, left tank, and I didn't turn off the fuel flow this time. That's always welcome. I guess you don't need the fuel pump to switch because it didn't turn off there. Here's the fuel pump if you did. Alright, I shall close the cowl flaps, keep the heat in the engine. We're looking really good in the afternoon sun here. I'm going to turn off the traffic there. Take a picture, put it back on. Cinnamon! Inc. 8010, you're right off my right there. Very nice. Yeah, we're gonna rock a little bit. Here's that ski area again. And trim's actually holding a little bit better now, so very nice. Okay, we're right north of Deerfield Valley Regional. 4 Victor 8 should be out here somewhere. And it is getting to evening here, so that's why we need the panel lights, which seem to be on, but I'm trying to figure that out too as we go. Radio and engine. The radio lights on? I mean, they seem to be on because it's green here, but we'll have to see as it gets darker. Oh, no, they want to turn the ELT on. Okay, just, we hit something hard, and it just went off for a second. Alright, trim down, because now the trim's going crazy again. It shouldn't be that bad, I don't think, but hey, who knows? Could be a lot of updrafts. Excuse me. Trim up and down. Come on, man. Got some clouds here. Something to, we'll call that haze, right? We'll call that haze. We're good, though. Alright, so we got Boston Center out there, 134.7. I'll call them right around Orange, Massachusetts. And we might get some flight following, so I want to go over the Bravo, or into the Bravo, I should say. Excuse me. So real world, what would this flight cost? That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. Probably controllable pitch prop. I know it's 170 on the Arrow 2. So if we go with that, figure it's at least 2 hours of flight time. That's 340 plus run up and stuff. So you're probably talking about $400, a little over 400 to do this if you're renting, I think. Of course, it really depends on the aircraft too, because the Bonanza costs more to maintain it and stuff. And to be honest with you, my flight school has pretty good prices compared to others. Like this thing could go easily, probably over $200 an hour at other flight schools. So they do pretty good. They had to raise prices and stuff because of maintenance costs. But when I first started taking lessons, I think the 152 was $95 an hour. And now it's up to 105 or 110. Plus there's a $6 an hour, 110. See that? That's the aircraft I learned in 990. This one I actually like a little bit better than 990, but They're not very fast, but they were cheaper. Now it's 110, so it's gone up $15 an hour since I started my lessons back in 2016. But see, it's all outweighed by like the speed, because if you get, it'll take like at least an hour and a half to do what we just did in an hour in this thing, you know. So. Let me turn off that stupid thing too, where it said I had a terrible landing or whatever. Not that, you know, I don't mind it saying I had a terrible. Just I don't like it because it's not like a passenger's going to tell you that, you know. Landing applause. Crash screaming is off. Good. Breathing, brakes, brake slapping, airport ambience. Scary ride is off, stall. I had it turned off, so running applause. Yeah, I had it off. I don't know why. Oh, whoa! Good fix-ins. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the broadcast.
When's the beverage service?
Welcome, welcome, welcome as we take the Bonanza. Yeah, it just maybe because you're lower. Maybe it has a little bit more push on the winds down there. I just saw your message from like 6 minutes ago. Sorry. Well, welcome, good fixins, and how are you? Let me get your sound out so that this thing never works anymore. So we'd like to welcome good fixins to the broadcast, moderator extraordinaire.
Perhaps a little more room here for the fixins. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
all right.
Ooh,
I'm the same way. I gotta get dinner going after I land in Plymouth.
Up in this motherfucker. You clean those fixins up right now.
Yeah, big boy. From now on, you gotta clean up your own fixes.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know what Microsoft did, but my frame rates have been a lot better lately, even with the panel popped out for the real sim gear. So we'll take it. But we're right over the Connecticut River. Ah, the monkey. So the Connecticut River's here, and then New Hampshire's on the other side, so we're almost there. Flying monkey, everybody. It's good fixing signature. But I gotta make some new on-screen commands here, which I'm gonna work on probably during winter vacation. Again, it all depends. Yes, I'm trying to branch out to something that's a little more powerful and has controllable pitch prop. Seeing that I wanted to do my complex endorsement soon, but my instructor's got to go in for some surgery, and then we're gonna pick it up after that. So I have been doing my instrument rating training still, so I gotta start doing more of that as well. But I've been flying the sim on that at the flight school. So you can't
Perhaps
go up.
a little more room here for the
Oh, there you go. It did work. You got it twice. How's
Ooh,
that?
We're gonna have a lot of fixes.
We're gonna have so many.
So I guess it just likes you and nothing, no one else.
You clean those fixes up right now.
Yeah, big boy. From now on, you
I don't
gotta
get it.
clean up your own fixes.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that chat bot, to be honest with you, because I only use it for those voice commands. When it doesn't work, I'm going to just make it so that you type in like exclamation point, good fixins, and then it pops up with that. That's what I'm going to do. So I will let you know when I enact that in there. Yeah, this gets pushed around an awful lot compared to what I think it should. That's just me, but I've never flown a Bonanza before. I mean, this has a 3,000 something pound maximum takeoff weight, so it should be pretty sturdy, or sturdier than a 172, and it seems like it's not. And that could just be Microsoft's flight dynamics, but we'll see. All right, 140 knot ground speed. I'm kind of going right into it as a headwind now. You see it right there, see? So. And we're flying back to Plymouth. We're almost in the Massachusetts border. New Hampshire's right here. We're straddling that Vermont-New Hampshire border. We actually are over New Hampshire because that's the Connecticut River right here. Yeah, I want to branch out to some other aircraft. I want to eventually have just a legion of aircraft like I do in real life and rent it. So I can take whatever I want for the mission, you know. So this is obviously just a little faster than the Cirrus. The Cirrus has been the go-to for long distance flying. But I don't know how much a Bonanza's going for. That's another thing. And we'll look at the expensive website for that. Trade a plane. They seem to be more expensive out there than other places, but let's see how much one of these goes for, shall we? 35 is the B variant. Alright, you ready? Yeah, so they're a little bit more than a 172, like a really nice one. Here's a 73 for 158 that has about 1,245 centimeter overhaul. Total is since new is 2,903 hours. So that's not bad if you consider the speed and everything, but it does suck up a lot of gas. But the Cirrus does about 15. This does about 12 gallons per hour from what we're seeing. But again, this is the bottom, and then they can go up from there. And aircraft prices at an all-time high. Like, see this? Is that a? Yeah, that's a B. Let's see what the insides look like. Panel pictures are encouraged. They don't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it has a 530 in it. That's not bad. It's pretty nice. It has both sides on the yokes there. I guess that's an option. I don't know anything about Bonanzas. So yeah, so decent. I don't have $158,000, but you know, if anyone does and wants to buy me a Christmas gift, I wouldn't mind one. You know, I'll learn how to fly it. We're also going off course here, so let's go to the left. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna put the autopilot on if we're gonna start doing stuff like that. So arm, we're good. It's gonna go down to 5,500. We're actually at 4,700. So let's also increase that here. Okay, autopilot's on. Gauge altitude and nav. How's that? Yeah, you do that already. Hey, you know what? It already pays for the rear-wheel flag I'm renting, so it's just a matter of time, right? But I'm still working on that flight video. I'm almost in the last part of the Skyline video from a while ago for the Eric Flight channel. And those don't make the money. That's the difference. My son, though, he made a video, and I'm giving him all the profit from it, about his weather alerts radio station there. And that made him almost $1 already. So I'm very proud of him. Yeah, probably should have kept on track. That's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna let Otto take it over. Hey, by the way, let's do a little shout out to Otto, shall we? We haven't done this in forever.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Why is this not working?
I'll go back to the passengers.
Because it's set to 5,000. That's fine. Okay, alright. Altitude. Now, vertical speed. Up. Vertical speed. Gauge. Up. Up. Oh, why is this not working? It is now. Kind of, I guess. I don't know, we'll take a look at it, because we're like 4,900, we're supposed to be at 5,500. So. Here we go, it's working now. Again, you said autopilot. Alright, anyways. The night lighting seems to be there. Radio and engine, though. Yeah, that is a radio. Okay, so that is working. Alright, and engine lights. The instrument's already on. Just make sure that's working, so we can use this plane. Yep. That says floodlight. And I'm thinking that says subfloor. So I have those on. If I turn them off, see any difference here? Floodlight 2. I don't even think that's working, so I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Alright, well this will get back on course at 5,500. It will be fine. And it's turning out to be a nice little afternoon flight here in the northeast. Look at that. I probably totally lost Cinnamon here. Oh no, he's in front. Cinnamon Inc. 8010 also flying with us today. We're looking good. We're climbing, so that's why we're slowing down here. But once we get to 5,500, it should level out. It'll be good. Yeah, I gotta find time for work too because we're focusing more on family here and there in between all stuff. So this is a longer flight period for me today. We've already been streaming for 2.5 hours, but I wanted to get one in, and I wanted to try the Bonanza. Let's see. We get 158,000 viewers. Everyone donates $1. You're allowed to fly with me anytime if you donate $1, and then we can maybe get this Beechcraft together. How's that? I'm just being funny, by the way. I'm not expecting anyone to donate anything to me. So that's what we're flying today, for real. That's in Texas, so I have to fly out to Texas. Either get a ferry pilot or. But I also don't know what the overhaul time is for an engine on this, so the prop is high too. But this would give you about, if you fly 100 hours a year, if it's a Cessna, if it's like a Cessna engine, it'd give you about maybe 7 years. That's what you kind of think of when you buy something like that. So total time on it's not bad though. It's have ADS-B, yep, has the out, and the 530, but it's not WAS. Not that that's a big thing, but. But you know, that's what it is. I want to see what happens when this darkens. Let's do the passenger cam again. See them on an autopilot here. Here we go. From the back seat. It's pretty nice. Flying, autopilot's on. There's the Quabbin Reservoir right there. Pretty nice. Don't open up the doors on this one as in flight because it could crash. In other words, it could have a overstress. Don't ask me how I know that. Because when I was testing it, I did it. I opened that door. I hit that switch. Still can't get this thing open though. So I don't know what's on with that, but. Try to look for Cinnamon. Should be in front of me. Not seeing him. We're right about a maneuvering speed, so I'm happy with that. You know, about 2100. 20 is about the lowest I think you want to go, but I'm not positive on this controllable pitch prop. It's in the green, it's good, right? I mean, the book it says, the POH it says, call fluff closed, power set, mixture set. And it says lean. So I was lean good. Okay. And that's it. It doesn't say anything about like how to do the prop. So. But it's cool. What? Why ain't I seeing you? You're in front of me. There you go. Right over Gardner now, so I'm gonna have to get in contact with Boston Center, so let's do that now. 134.7. We'll get some flight following. We'll ask for the Bravo transition, correct.
That is 1847, only to left, take land.
Clear on 2 to left, 1847.
Boston Center, traffic on 37 Illinois, passing 900 for 6,000.
50 knot, 3 knot ground speed, not bad. Fuel's looking pretty good.
0653 Zulu, approximately 50 right, and
not forward
got a
enough
ground
to
point
see
9.
that.
Crossing to right
On
at
the left
Foxtrot,
still,
going to ground
there.
point 9er, 320. Thanks for ATC, we'll see ya.
Alright, and sorry, the echo calling before say again?
15 on November 37 Lima is passing 1,500 for 6,000.
378 Lima, radar contact climb. I'm going to close shortly, so you can just continue with advisor 123.8.
Can you say again, 37 Lima?
I'm going to close shortly, you can continue with advisor on 123.8.
Okay, well, you know what then? I'm just gonna stay
122.8, 37 Lima.
If he's not going to be there, then I'm just going to do that. And we'll get through the Bravo because it'll be non-towered at that point because there's no center. But we'll see. As we get close, we'll do that. There's also Boston ground, actually. So, but they're not going to be able to tell me anything. We're right over Gardner, right over there. Airport I will visit in the future in real life over here, Gardner, Mass. Again, I have flown into Orange, which is right down the road. See this road right here? Oh. Right down here is Orange, Massachusetts. That was a nice little airport. More over here, since right at the top of the co-op reservoir. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Again, Boston Center is probably going to be closed before we go to the Bravo, but we'll give them a call if we have to. $26 minutes away. And yet, if you're flying in like the 152, you'd still be looking like an hour sometimes. So, again, nice to have the faster aircraft here. It's not bad. I, again, don't know if it rocks that much in the wind in real life, but... that button doesn't work. But what's this one? Is this the autopilot? Like, what button is that? So I'm clicking it and I'm not seeing much. The autopilot might be on this one. Microphone, yeah, that makes sense. General announcement, that might be talk about, oh, disconnect. So maybe if you push in on this, it turns off the autopilot. That's what I'm thinking now. Don't forget the landing gear, Eric. I also, I don't know if the light would flash in this, but it'd be nice if it did, because then, you know, it'd be working and sending it out. But it's a 1 KT76A. If you hit the ident button, it does though. Hey, it's the first model matching arrow we've had. There you go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. Do I have FSLTL working? No, I don't. So let me do that again. So that's why I'm not seeing any generated traffic here. Bases there. Okay, it's gonna flash. Give me a second. Run everything as administrator, so we can go to that screen. Now I'll inject some traffic. Didn't have that on the whole flight. Thought I did. Wow. Simon, you're right there, by the way. Excuse me. Okay. And Boston Center is off, so therefore we're going to be good to go. We should be good. Alright, so it's going to be non-towered as of now. We're just about to go over the Wachusett Reservoir, which is right here. What a nice little afternoon to evening that we're having here in the Northeast right now. It's pretty nice. do continue to fly this, which we probably will. I don't know if any other company makes a Bonanza for MSFS. I don't think they do. But if it had better flight dynamics, I'm just guessing on that, then I would probably want to try that out before I set my sights just on this. But I mean, it's definitely good enough. So, BR Sim Designs has one. It doesn't look as good, to be honest with you. There we go. It's got more modern electronics and stuff. Oh. That's the H35 too. We'll see. I might buy it and just try it out. We'll see what happens. But for now, we'll fly the Microsoft version here, which is modeled very nicely. It's just I think that the airplane gets kicked around a lot, wins when flying manually, or it's very, very delicate on the controls. So, all right, Wachusett Reservoir right below us. Oh, and you can see there's some fire and police cars are coming out now. That's another add-on that I bought. It's pretty cool when you fly at night. You see flashing lights. Yeah. I have the Tobii eye tracker, but I can't use it when I stream because whenever I look, it like goes to when I look at the other monitors, it goes there. But yeah, it's Plymouth, America. Sorry, Spug, that I didn't get to say hi to you. So thank you for joining the broadcast. Nice. Yeah, when I stream, I just can't use the Tobii eye tracker because when I look here or there at the other monitors, it like moves the whole view, you know. So, but I have used it off stream, and it is pretty nice to have. It takes a little getting used to. So, looks like we have a Marine out there. Thank you for your service, whoever that is, if you are a Marine. I don't know. Paul, do you find it to be a little delicate on the controls, though, at all? Is it me? No, this is from Microsoft. You have to buy it. It's on the store, I believe. I bought it a long time ago. I bought a lot of stuff that I haven't touched. I got to be honest with you. Like I bought it going, oh, I want to get on that. It's gonna be another aircraft, and then I never get to it. So, we got the moon out there in the distance. It's a pretty nice view. There we go. Taking a picture of that. Very nice. Take a picture of the flight deck here. There we go. And Cinnamon flying with us. Ooh, that was a nice picture. Look at that. Yeah? Alright. I just find it, I don't know. And again, I've never flown a Bonanza in real life. It just seemed like it bounces around a little bit much. Like it should, if it's turbulent, but it could also be FS realistic, because that adds turbulence effects to it, so. I'm sure Microsoft didn't test it with that in mind. So I did turn down the wind effects, though, because of that. Let's see if it kept that, though. Adds wind, sound, and movement effects when the aircraft is at the airport on a windy day. I turned that down to 5. The wind chill wind, I turned it down to 15. So, maybe? Alright. Well, I'll be contacting them if I have to. So, Boston 1 ground is a 121.9er. I'll keep an eye out for Boston Center because we're going to need them if we're going to travel through the Bravo. What's maneuvering speed again? VA 134. No, we're good enough. I'm not going to worry about 6 knots. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. What's up, Millhouse? How's it going? We're just doing our return flight back and decided to do it. We're almost there. We got about almost 19 minutes left, 18 and a half. Waiting for Boston Center to come back on. With some flight falling and a transition clearance to Bravo. That would be good. And I'll be honest with you, the real-world flying, Boston has transitioned me through more often than usual lately. So like when I went to Laconia, New Hampshire and back, I was actually able to fly over Boston, like right over Boston again. So they've been pretty nice about things. And I've been told it's because it was the weekend, and I guess I flew at the time when there's not as much traffic, which made total sense. But it's been nice being able to fly right over Boston, see views of it. So don't know if I did show these pictures before, but let's see if I can show you one more time. List of pictures over Boston. Yeah, I gotta switch to my regular profile on Facebook. My friend took all the pictures. I did the flying, so let's go make that be known now. But here we go. Here's some pictures. So that's me and my hockey bud as we fly in the 172 to Laconia, New Hampshire. That is an aircraft that was landing underneath us as we were over Boston Logan. Talking about Boston, I want to keep my eye out for the center there. And that's them also going underneath us in the 172, so that was pretty cool. That's my friend. I'm letting him fly the plane. That's a terrorizing moment for some people. So I'm like, if you don't want to do it, that's fine, but you should try it. So he tried it. That was a heart-shaped lake you saw. Oh, this is us landing at Mansfield. My arch nemesis airport, so I'm not going to show you that landing. I hate that airport. I always land terribly there. And then this is us at Laconia. You can see the trees. Laconia, New Hampshire. This is us landing at Plymouth again. So you might see these things. These are cranberry bogs, by the way. So Paul, if you want to know what these are, cranberry bogs. And note, it's only right at Provincetown. It's all left patterns at Plymouth. That's Boston when we flew over Boston. So that was cool. That's downtown right there. That's where I went to college. But we went right near the airport. We were on the left side of it. So we were more towards the east of it. But that's really nice. Bruins play here. The Celtics play here. Red Sox are out here. So it was really cool. And this is landing in Laconia. We didn't get the whole video of it. But there's a hill on the right here. That's why I have to turn in on base. So Boston Center's still not up, so I'm going to go into the Bravo here. That's us landing at Laconia there. So again, that was a good flight. That's where I'm going to leave it. So, all right, Boston Center. Did it come on yet or not? No, so I'm going to go into it. So let's give them a little heads up so they know that I know. So Boston traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot. We're about 39 nautical miles to the west and transitioning through the Bravo direct to Kilo Papa Yankee Mike. Boston traffic. So that grip. Oh, you mean his grip? Yeah, that's usually what happens though. I had a death grip for a while, honestly. Honestly, even after I had my private pilot license, I had a death grip a little bit. You know, I mean, it wasn't as bad as when I started, but now you get used to it, you know. Boston Center's not on yet. Hey, what was that thing about She? Did he like stop streaming altogether? Is he still doing that sim? Like, what's up with that? Never really got the full answer on that one. 151 knot ground speed, not too shabby. So he's done. Is he just taking a break or? Oh, I just made that call because I know if Boston Center comes on, it's going to be a mass mayhem. And they're going to be like, oh, you need to contact me immediately and blah, blah, blah. But, oh, cool. All right. Well, I'm glad. I mean, he's done more than enough for streaming because it's epic. That's Boston out there, by the way. So you see the city. And then Logan is over here. You're not really seeing the lights. So, now, well, you know, it is what it is. Again, I just stream because I'm going to fly anyway, so why not, you know? But it is time-consuming. It can get rather hectic. Let's take a picture of this, actually. That's all the traffic in Boston. So, yeah. All right, let's take a look outside, too. See what we're looking at here. My frames here. Yeah, they're low because I actually There's a guy on flightsim.to that does the models of from Google instead of doing the photogrammetry. So I actually said, can you do Boston and Providence? And he didn't, so that's why my frame rate's dropped. But it makes the buildings look a lot better. There's Boston Logan. You can see the lights right there. So Boston Center is still not on, so we're just going to go. We're in the Bravo already. But we are above the Norwood Delta over here. And we're definitely below these clouds, which is nice. We have to start planning for Plymouth here. So, one last look at Boston, everybody. I'm going to take another picture. And we're going to get ready for Plymouth. So here we go. Let's get some weather. Yeah, that's true too. You know. I don't know. Boston on VATSIM has been pretty packed forever. That's because there's usually a lot more people on there consistently, if you ask me. That's my opinion. So I'm kind of lucky that I live around here, so if I want to fly locally, VATSIM is usually on. Like right now, Boston Center's not on, but Boston Ground is. So they do a pretty good job. All right, let's get some ATIS from Plymouth there, 135.625.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 245 at 14.
Yeah, so we're going 24.
10. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,100
That's true.
feet,
Yeah, I can see that.
feet scattered. Temperature 22C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3024.
3024. Okay, we're good.
Kilo
So we're going to go runway 24. It's a left pattern in. We're going to go south of the airport. I'm going to set up a 45 for runway 24. That's how we're going to do it. Let's get out of the Bravo first. I mean, I'm glad that they offer training for people, but I just kind of say my real-world training will take me where that is going to go. And VATSIM does give you credit if you're like real-world private pilot stuff. But again, that costs a lot more. So I'm glad that they have training for people that really want a more realistic experience. So you can see Boston for real because of that scenery, but it does take a toll on the frames. I'm pulling about 25, and it's locked to about 30, so... And Plymouth will be out in the distance here. Let's take a look outside, because I want you to see those emergency lights. It's an add-on. Give me your opinion on this. It's like, that looks a little bright to me, but when it's really dark, you can kind of see, like, emergency vehicles and police and stuff, and it might even be a little overdone, like that's a police car. But they also have orange lights for, like, you know, utility vehicles and stuff. So tell me what you think as it gets darker, and what you think about the flashing emergency road lights and stuff like that. It does look authentic, but I think it's a little overdone. But I still like the add-on, so that's why I left it. This is like a utility with a cop car, and then there's like an ambulance or something, or a fire, if you will. That's from, oh god, what's it called? I'll get you that in a second. South Oak, I think it is. South Oak, yeah, South Oak Company, and it's called Emergency Lights USA. They add emergency lights on roads as it gets dark, and also during the day you can kind of see them sometimes too. That's pretty cool. You know, there's like a light there, and at night when you're flying for real, you can't see cop cars, so that makes sense. Right where near Norwood, Massachusetts, by the way. Airport should be over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. That's Norwood. Haven't landed there yet in real life. Look at that picture. Now you can really see Boston well. So there you go. That's my photo screenshot taker there. I think I'm gonna have to do a livery. I think I'm gonna keep the Microsoft one. I might try that BR Sim one still. I might go and buy that. I might have already bought it without even knowing, because again, I bought all these aircraft when I had some cha-chang from COVID, but I never really got to them. So got an outer marker there, probably for Boston. Yeah, definitely for Boston. It's pretty cool. Can we turn the markers off? Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're still in the Bravo. So if Boston Center is on, which it isn't, then I'd be getting a contact from them. Not in a punishing way, just saying, hey, contact me. But alright. Paul, have you ever flown a Bonanza in real life at all? Just wondering. Because I'm just going by the POH here and trying my best. That's Assawampset Pond. See, if you ever get lost in this area, if you look for this big pond right here, Plymouth's always right to the east of that. And then Taunton is another backup airport. Closest to where I live is over here. It's terrible airport management. They actually closed it down either. I think they might have closed it down today because they're doing repaving on the roads. They're getting a new terminal building, but the management, from what I'm reading, has been quite terrible at managing the airport with general aviation pilots at least. So. Did Sheed give a reason on why he stopped streaming? Just wondering. Yeah, well, it's not like it's kind of like, you know, getting to evening, you know what I'm saying? And they're not seeing a lot during the day, but like that's overdone. You get what I'm saying? I think that's like a manhunt down there. You know what I'm saying? Over here, yeah, maybe one, you know, but look, it's a little overdone. It's like they wanted to really show you the effect. If they just made it more sparse, I think it would be nice. But again, I do like the effect, especially at night. It's just overdone. So, South Oak Company's also the one with birds, so that's why you see birds at my airports. So it's nice that they have that. I did get tired of their, yeah, all right. Is that complex too? Does it have the controllable pitch prop? Because that's what I'm not used to with the manifold pressure stuff. I think I've been doing a good job. We're burning about 12 gallons an hour. I shall probably switch the tanks here. We're on the left. I want to go to the right, so let's do that. Ah, I turned it off, see? Ah, yeah, I remember which way the arrow is. Right there. We're good now. Oh my God. No. But see, it's getting to evening here, so I mean, you could see a couple lights. You don't see them in this view, which is nice. Just, you know, it looks like there's a manhunt in certain places. This isn't bad. That's not bad. It's had like a shopping plaza. But what we saw a couple of minutes earlier, that was kind of brutal. We're just out of the Bravo. We're going to start a descent now, so let's do this. Allison, announce it. Yeah, because I've never done.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our
we
descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft.
I just turned on panel lights there. So, where's the panel lights for real if I just push that button by accident? Flood. Where's the panel light switch? I'll have to find that because I'm using it on my... Oh! That's the flashlight. Oh, I see. That's what they did. I get you now. All right. Anyways, what am I doing? He said cowl flaps close power as required. Okay, and make sure enrich. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slow this down, take the autopilot off. Let's go right to 1900. Angles down. I'm gonna use the thumb throttle here. Come on now. We're out of the Bravo, which is usually where they tell you to start the descent, because then they don't have to worry about you at certain levels. Look at the moon reflecting off there. That's pretty nice too. Plymouth should be in front of us, but we're going to head a little bit to the west here. So let's look. Clear. Go to the west. Still on Vatsim Unicom. Again, if you ever get lost, you look for the Assawampset Pond and know it's out here somewhere. Sid Minks over to you over there. Oh, no, he doesn't owe us a reason. Honestly, no, he doesn't. I mean, he's been awesome, and I look forward to when he is online for fighting for that sim. So, I just didn't know if he had like a particular reason why. That's all. Okay. Come on now. I gotta get used to this setting this thing better. We gotta get down to 1,150. That is pattern altitude in Plymouth. It is turning to evening here. And the panel light is actually like a headset. They want you to have the red light. It heats on. What was that? My sound just skipped. Plymouth is out there. There you go. So again, we're going to come in at a 45, left downwind for runway 24. I'm going to call it a night here. Nice view, the sun going down. I love flying at night, by the way. I don't do it enough because the time to do it's in winter for us here. But it's very peaceful to do. The thing you have to worry about the most is VFR pilots in the clouds don't know where they are because you really can't see them as well. And then Provincetown's right across there. That's what you were talking about earlier. I think of Jay Schmitty.
Southwest 8042.
New Bedford's out there. I love going there for food at the airport grill. I'm starting to get better at this descent a little bit. I just don't want to say it too loud, so it's going to mess up. Okay, let's look at our speeds here. Landing gear 154, approach flaps 154, full down at 123. We should be landing at about 70. We should be good. All right. 3,500. Coming down. Okay, we're gonna head more towards the airport now. I gotta remember this faster aircraft, so I have to get it more prepared in advance. We're gonna come right in here, and land. So that's the goal. Martha's Vineyard, another place I like to go is out there in front of us. Got a little like right rudder here to deflect that wind. See what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of cops there. It's decent. Definitely looks the part. It's rocking me around pretty good here. 3,000, full rich mixture. New Bedford's a pretty. It can be a rough city, you know. So you might see more cop cars. You got the New England accent going. Cop cars going on there. All right. Let's get down here. Plymouth traffic. Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot. We're about 7 miles to the southwest and setting up a 45 entry for runway 24 Plymouth. Those lights are on. These are not on. These are going on. And that was the sub light. I don't know what that means. But this one's not even selectable. And that says panel. So instead we'll put my headset on. Okay, ready? So, oh, nope. Panel lights. Oh, I guess the panel lights are on if you do that. Okay, well we can turn the flashlight on too. There we go. It's my red headset, everybody. And I tried to change that to red for all my aircraft because that's what it is in real life. So we'll leave that on. dropping some. In real life, I wear a red headlamp, if you will. And that's what we do in the real world. It definitely comes in handy, and you better have something just in case the panel landing goes out. So it's always good to carry a red headlamp with you. And most of you already know why it's red. But if you don't, ask me and I'll let you know. I've been to Block Island twice, yeah. I actually went there this summer with a friend in August. That was the first flight back after my brother's problems. And we knew the guy that owns the beach club there, so we actually went and had lunch there. It was pretty nice. Short runway, though. You got to be careful, and you have to look at your charts in case it's really hot and know your aircraft's limitations. I forget how long it is, but it's like maybe 2,000 feet long, somewhere around there. So, but yeah, really nice island. $10 landing fee for out-of-state aircraft, so. And I had to park on the grass, because that's how busy it gets there in the summer. But all right, we're gonna turn to the 45. We're at 2,000 feet. I'd like to be at pattern altitude, but yeah, that's a cop. See, that doesn't look that bad. That's why I kind of like the add-on still. That just got released too, just a little while ago. So that one was good. The birds one is nice too, to be honest with you. It's nice to have. So, well, thank you. And I'm glad you joined along. Make sure that you follow me. And I don't know how you found me. Maybe it just popped up on YouTube. But make sure you follow me so that you can join me on other ones too. Because it is a nice flight. Especially when you're trying to test out this Bonanza for the first time. Alright, we're about 4 miles out. And I'm taking a steep turn here. But if I have to, I'll slip this. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get it down there. We should already be at 1,150 right now. So, okay, full. I'm gonna kick this down. Plymouth traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, 3 miles out, the 45 left downwind runway, 24 full stop, Plymouth. Okay. Full. Yeah, I know, it's not down yet, so I'm not on downwind yet. Alright, we could actually do it now. Landing gear down. And we're under 154, so I could do it. Once I get a beam the numbers, I'd like to put some more there. But see, the landing gear is what slows it down, to be honest with you. And now we're good enough to put full flaps in, but really getting used to this stuff. At least I knew what that was when I first started flying. I didn't know what that alarm was. I was like, oh wait, it's landing gear. Okay, turning downwind. Once you get about to 3.3 over here, that's usually where we pull the carb if you need carb. But Plymouth traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, left downwind, runway 24, full stop, Plymouth. I'm a little low now. Okay, flaps. Angle down. Typically we aim between these two here on the 172 and stuff, but I don't know, I gotta really make sure that this establishes, so we'll see what happens on this one. Okay, turning base. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll just keep it here. Okay, gas, undercarriage, mixture prop, fuel, flap switches. Okay, we're gonna wait for full flaps. 80 seems about right here. Even 90 would be good, I think. But, all right, I'm gonna put full flaps now, so I just slow down enough time here. I'm gonna slow this down, trim up a little bit, turning final. Plymouth traffic, Bonanza 9 Echo Foxtrot, left base to final, runway 24, full stop, Plymouth. '82 is emergency approach. 70 is where we want it, according to what the POH said. So full, we're looking good. I like to trim up a little bit here. My flight school is right over here. That's where we started the flight today. Seems to be about 1,500 RPMs, maybe more, maybe 17, because I'm getting the stall warning already. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get used to this.
Plymouth traffic, November 16, Henry Papa, 6 miles to the east. I'll be joining the left base for runway 24 Plymouth.
Go. All right. Now we're good. Now trim down a little bit. I think we're gonna have this. At least I got the landing here. Well, that was a better landing. Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, nice landing. Flaps up. Trim back to normal. There you go. And cowl flaps were supposed to be open, but that's okay. They're open now. Fuel pump should have been on too. I keep forgetting the fuel pump, but only disastrous if we have to. There we go. We got a decent landing, even though we have to remember a couple of things. And once I get that real world checklist from Checkmate, I'll probably say that stuff. At least I'm hoping. I paid $16 for it. Yeah, right. Here we go. Plymouth traffic. Bonanza and Hendrick and Foxtrot clear for only 24 Plymouth. Okay, we're good there. Let's see. Let's go make sure. Taxi and landing lights is required. I could turn the strobes off at this time. They already have been off. I should have put them on. Landing light like to leave on. Should have put those on too. Flaps are up. Trim tab set to 0. Cowl flaps are open. So maybe they do stay closed. No, it says as required as landing, so that's okay. All right. Oh, we are good.
Plymouth traffic, meeting November 16, Henry Papa, left base, runway 24 Plymouth.
This is the hangar. No, sorry. Yeah, this is the maintenance hangar. This is a bigger hangar, and the flight school's right in there, so that's what it looks like in real life. So, give me a second there, okay? I just got done. Just gotta let me park this thing, okay? Okay, maybe not bang into a truck would be nice. My 4-year-old misses me, everybody. Isn't that nice? That is the moon. You're right. See, she saw the moon. She said the moon. All right, landing light off. And now she's howling like a werewolf. Shut down. Brakes are set. I'm going to put the parking brake on. Electrical and radio equipment is going off, so avionics off. All lights off except for beacon. Can you please just leave me alone for 1 second? Just 1 second. I love you so much. Throttle, we're going to close. Mixture, idle cutoff. And that was about 1 hour and 10. So it actually took us a little longer, but I also went a little less direct. Okay. And it's off. Mags off. Master off. Beacon off. And we'll also turn off my headlamp. We'd also turn off these panel lights too as well, but we could do that after. It's not a huge thing. Yeah, I guess it does rotate that much in real life. Maybe it's just a prop kind of self-oiling itself or something. I wouldn't know anything about that. There we go. And then we're going to turn the heat off. So you don't have any condensation in there. Alright, battery alternator switches off. Control lock, which would lock the thing here. I probably have a thing that goes right in here. And then the wheel chocks. Parking brake is there. Alright. Typically we don't use the parking brake unless we really have to. So yeah, Paul, thanks for flying with me. I don't know if you have any type of streaming channel, but I'd love to have a shout out if you let me know what it is. Other than that, let's take a look around Plymouth one last time before we leave here tonight. So that was supposed to be the drone cam. Here we go. And Jay Schmitty, that is you out there, right? So I'm gonna basically wait for you and get your landing in here. So let me. Oh, that might be you right there. That is definitely you right there. Let me get over there. Call up on that radio. Oh wait, the radio's not on, so I can't hear you. Crap. Well, I could maybe turn you on still. There you go. I put everything back on for you, so feel free to talk on your way of vacating the field. But here you come in. Actually, the Rail Millhouse. The Rail Millhouse you might be flying. Sorry, I got the wrong person. But that's you right there. What are you flying? Is that a Cirrus? Or is that a 172? Oh, looks like a Cirrus. There we go. There's the moon. That's right, Maddie. Uh-huh. That wasn't you? Alright, then that was Jay Schmitty then. I thought I recognized the voice to be Schmitty's. So, there you go. Landing at Plymouth. And again, we will have a Thanksgiving fly-in on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving Thursday. So, tune in for that, because I will be doing that with the Virtual USA Flying Club. And yes, I did put it on the events page. I try to put my streams on the events page.
Plymouth traffic, Unity November 62908 Papa, vacated runway 24. Last call, Plymouth.
Nice job. Nice job. And that is Plymouth, everybody. Here's the airport, by the way. And then downtown Plymouth, where the Pilgrims actually landed, is this way. So, I'm going to show you where it was, kind of towards Thanksgiving. First off, the first street in America, Layden Street, is over here in downtown Plymouth. They overdid the cop cars here, I think, just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. That's just my take on that add-on. But the first street in America is right towards the harbor here. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. That's not it. It has a church on the top of it. I will find it. Let's give you a little interesting. But this is where the Pilgrims... Ah, there it is. So this is the first street in America right here. And this building right here was the first church of the Pilgrims they built. That was like their... That was their safe place. So that's where they went and built like a little mini fort and put the church there. The graveyard where a lot of them are buried is located here. But they started burying them down here on the hill here, and they did hidden graves to hide them away from the Native Americans because they were afraid that they do. This is the brook that they drank from, and if you go over here, I don't know if it'll show it with the 3D stuff. There's actually a replica of the Mayflower that you can see, not here. He docked over there. What they did was they went to Provincetown first, which is over there near the airport. Then they went over here. They docked the Mayflower here with an anchor. They anchored it, if you will. And then they kind of rode the boat in here. And it used to be a Native American Wampanoag site called Patuxet, and it was vacant because they all died of like disease and stuff. So that's why they settled over here. This is Layden Street, the first street in America. And out there is Plymouth Airport. So kind of shows you. But it's a pretty nice place to come in the summer. Thanksgiving, they have... a thing at Plymouth Plantation, which is a mock-up of what the original Layden Street looked like. I don't know if we're going to see that because it's dark out, but it's over here somewhere. In fact, I think this is it right here. Yeah. So this is a mock-up museum, a living museum, if you will, of what it looked like with the Pilgrims. You can see that the fort was there. They had one big road and they had houses to the side. So that's where you can visit and have Thanksgiving with actual actors that act like the Pilgrims and Native Americans. So it's a pretty nice area. A lot of beaches and stuff, and it's getting cold right now, but that's where we're going to leave you from tonight's flight here in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Thank you for joining me. You couldn't hear me on the radio? Yeah, I'll have to check that out, because it said it was transmitting. Yeah. Let me see what's going on there. Settings. Audio. Microphone. Oh, you know what it is? This thing might not be plugged in. I thought it was. No, it wasn't plugged in. See, I knew. Drat. Wasn't plugged in. But it will be now. It got unplugged. Probably from one of the kids. That's what happens around here. Okay, that was... And this one... No, that's the headphones. So you're coming out of this one. Now I'm like, I gotta get this fixed now. I'll fix it after. We're gonna end the stream. So we're gonna rate someone, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's wonderful flying the first Bonanza flights ever with everybody. So from the supposedly crime-ridden town of Plymouth, even though it's not, we'll see you later. And Yeah, so it's just that the cable was hooked up for the microphone, and I probably should have checked that, but it's okay. I did try to do a radio check, but we'll see ya. Stay tuned. We'll rate someone, and thank you so much for coming out. I might try to do one tomorrow if I can. We'll have to see with the family and stuff, but we'll see you soon. Thanks so much to Jay Schmitty, Real Millhouse, Paul, everyone out there. We'll see you later on another Eric Flag. See you soon.